Good afternoon and welcome along to the Dave Bryant Stadium for live 90 minutes coverage of Enfield Town versus Weymouth. It's a crucial game today. Enfield Town sit in 21st place on 6 points after 10 games played. Weymouth sit in 23rd after 9 games with 4 points. So it's a crunch game. Lots of news off the pitch as well as on for us to bring you up to date with. I'm Michael Ackier. 90 minutes coverage coming up. Kickoff is about 12 minutes away. We'll come to the team sheet. We'll come to the off the pitch changes as well. But before any of that, it's a very warm welcome back alongside me once again to pundit extraordinaire John Manatara. John, how are you and what are your thoughts about today's game?
Gosh, I actually cancelled going to my Arsenal match today. I gave my season ticket to my dad to go with my boy because I don't want to miss this game for the world. Even though I think Gavin's downplayed it as not a 6-pointer, it really is a 6-pointer. So excited and apprehensive, all the emotions a football fan probably goes through, and thinking, why am I here sometimes? But hopefully this is a good day to prove why we are here and why we want to see a cracking match, and hopefully we'll pick up 3 points.
Indeed, 3 points are vital. If Weymouth were to win, they would leapfrog Enfield Town today. Enfield could do with the points, and the little matter of a 13-goal win today would lift them up a place in the table. So, let's aim for the stars to start with. Without further ado, I'll run through the team sheets, and then after that, John and we can get down and start discussing what's happened off the pitch this week. So, the Weymouth team, our visitors first of all, have in goal Will Buse, who you may remember was in goal, this is a good omen, Will Buse was in goal for Weston-super-Mare when they came to Enfield at the start of the season for Enfield's only home win of the season so far. Will Buse is in goal on loan at Weymouth. Weymouth's rest of the team: number 3, Leo Hamblin; number 4, Charlie Rowan; number 5, Jordan Thompson; number 7, Keelan O'Connell; number 8, their captain Tom Bearwish; number 15, Jordan Maguire-Drew; number 12, Andreas Robinson; number 16, Ewan Pollock; 17, Calvin Brooks; and 19, Harry Jones. And the Weymouth substitutes are Christy Ward, Josh McQuoid, Ben Greenwood, Zayo Toure and Brooklyn Genesini. And for Enfield Town, in goal, Reece Forster; number 3, Joe Payne; 14, Javier Benjamin; number 20, captain for today, Mickey Parcell; number 2, a home debut for Alfie Tuck; number 17, Dylan Aji-Hersey; 11, Harley Mills; 8, Sam Youngs; 16, Lennon Peake; 9, Harry Ottaway; and 10, Jake Hutchinson. And the subs for Enfield Town today are Reece Beckles-Richards, Jerish Nembard, Jack Smith, Billy Leonard and Ollie Knight. So, John, I suppose the first talking point to raise is, I mentioned number 20, our captain for today is Mickey Parcell, and that's because of the departure in midweek of Scott Thomas, long-serving captain of our promotion-winning team. What do you make of that?
The impression I got from Gavin, I think it seems to be a playing matter rather than a personal miss. So I think he was. My impression is maybe he was thinking of it was this division's got so much tougher, and maybe Scott Thomas couldn't cope. I mean, it could be a mixture of reasons that we don't know about. But the impression I got from Gavin when we saw in the media and other media was probably that. And also, it's interesting to see today we're starting with more or less the team that we finished off with Hampton and Richmond. So we got Tuck, Ottaway, Hutchison, Benjamin and Payne in place for, so it's interesting. That's the way we finished more or less, apart from we got Youngs on the pitch as well. It's interesting thing. I think it's a lot of changes, haven't we, really, with our strikers going. So there's obviously, I think Gavin's under the cosh and he's trying to make it work, so let's give him our full support and see how it goes.
There's a lot of changes, which I suppose speaks to the fact that it is a club in a bit of a poor run of form. When the team's playing well, the team's settled, it's the same 11 each week. At the moment, it's a different 11 each week, and it's difficult to quite work out on paper what the formation might be. Notable absentees from the starting lineup. Billy Leonard, who just on the pitch has collected the Player of the Month award for September. He's now demoted to the bench. There's no Kanya Leshabella to be seen. It's head scratching, but you can understand Gavin McPherson's approach as well. He's desperately searching for that winning formula, isn't he?
I think it's really hard because there's so many changes. It's going to take time to gel yet again. I'm not a football manager, but maybe 2 or 3 changes rather than about 5 or 6 changes but you know what? It's especially for a game like this. It's quite a lot of change, so it's going to be a bit of Russian roulette, I think, and see how they gel. But as Weymouth have had they've had a good win midweek in the FA Cup qualifying rounds, and against Winchester City, I think it was 3-0. So they seem to be on a slight bit of form. So and they're playing as a team. So that's my concern for this game, as we're like all new faces, quite a lot of new faces.
Well, absolutely. Coming to Weymouth, the league position doesn't lie. They are 23rd. They have just the 1 win and 2 draws so far this season. However, they are, if anything, in a bit of a run of form. After the first 7 or 8 games, which were all defeats, as you mentioned, they've won in the FA Cup. They've won 2 rounds in the FA Cup now. The second qualifying round, they won 4-0 away to Sholing, admittedly step 3. Third qualifying round, they drew away to Winchester and then beat them 3-0, again step 3, but that was in September. They've also registered their first league win last month away to Dorking, and they registered a draw at home to Worthing. So they're in a good unbeaten run at the moment, Weymouth. So although they are a couple of spots below Enfield Town, you could argue they're in a bit of form here. On paper, you might suggest 23rd is at home. That's exactly the sort of team you want to be playing when you're desperate for points. But it's all about timing as well. And this Weymouth side, they'll fancy this, no doubt.
Yeah, to be honest, I think they'll fancy it more than us at this stage because they're on a bit of a mini roll and we're in turmoil, as you can put it in a nutshell. Let's face it, we can't sugarcoat it. And so many changes. Let's just see how we gel. Hopefully, if I'd be happy if it's like a draw at half time, just for the team to gel a little bit and see how cohesive they are as a unit. And then hopefully that'll be a springboard for a second half. But if Weymouth get an early goal, I'll be very concerned, put it that way, because defensively, watch the highlights of the Hampton-Richmond game, very many defensive lapses, and it was shocking for defending. It doesn't matter what level that was, there's no excuse for it really. It was very poor.
Well, it looks like today, from the warm-up and judging by the team sheet, it may be a reversion back to a back 4 with Alfie Tuck sitting in front. We've got Harry Ottaway and Jake Hutchinson both in the starting lineup, so that suggests maybe a kind of 4-1-3-2 perhaps, or 4-4-2 type of diamond. Difficult to tell. We'll wait and see when the players come out, but it's quite an attack-minded sort of formation. It's a reversion from that back 3, seeming to be back to a back 4 now. Quite attack-minded. It looks like Gavin's not gonna die wondering. He's gonna have a swing today. He's gonna go on the attack by the look of it.
Yeah, it seems like by the formation. Hopefully it's like flexibility there to track back and get an extra man in the middle to defend, because that's what we really need to improve on, is defensively. Obviously, we're not scoring that many goals, put it that way, this way anyway. I think Billy Leonard's our top scorer, 2 goals, and everybody else. And on the bench, which is a bit of a mystery, you're baffled about that one, to be honest, because he's been... he's a good, consistent player, but let's see what Gavin knows. He's been training with him. He'll know more than we will, and the proof's in the eating, as they say.
The conditions today are good. It's nice and sunny today. There are clouds in the sky, but it's a nice sunny one. Good crowd out as well. It's been the family day here at Enfield Town, so lots of supporters around from an early hour. Music and entertainment and food and all sorts going on. There's a strong showing, I think, a smattering behind the Hertfordshire Zoo end, and Weymouth have brought their fans as well. Only a couple of dozen of Weymouth fans behind the other goal. But a good, decent turnout, I think, with the sun out as well. Decent turnout. If this were cricket weather, John, and you were the captain. You won the toss. What would you do? Bat or bowl today? Give us.
I'd probably bowl to begin with, unless it depends if I've had strong bowlers. Then you get a bounce on it, I guess, wouldn't you? And but if it dries out the pitch, you can get a few falls or stuff like that. But perfect conditions for football, though. And very slight breeze. Pitch looks brilliant. So hopefully the football will be brilliant to match it.
Yeah, it's the sort of weather at the moment. You don't quite know what you're supposed to be wearing when you step out the house. It's t-shirt weather for some. You need a solid coat for others. The players are coming out onto the pitch. Enfield Town in their white shirts, blue shorts, blue socks, and Weymouth in a very natty away kit. It's pink shirts, grey shorts and pink socks, but those pink shirts fade into grey halfway down, so certainly won't be confusing the two sides. Reece Forster is as ever dressed all in black, and Will Buse, the Weymouth goalkeeper, is head to toe in green. So well delineated, at least. And as the players take to the pitch, I think one of the first things we'll be doing, John and I, is keeping an eye on how they line up, how they set their stall up from the off, what sort of formation they adopt. We're hedging our bets, but we're suggesting possibly a 4-1-3-2 type of look, just based on the pre-match warm-up. But due to awaiting confirmation of that, Enfield Town have taken their side at the Hertfordshire Zoo end of the pitch. Reece Forster going through a few last-minute drills, and the players are all slapping hands and geeing each other up around the centre circle. Weymouth adopting their formation, which looks like a back four, but again we shall await confirmation. The referee today is Ashley Clark, the assistant referees are Simon Parbury and Jeffrey Aldous, and the fourth official is Callum Park. I'll run through the teams again. Weymouth have Will Buse in goal, and as mentioned, Will Buse, the good omen is that Will Buse played previously in Enfield Town's only home win this season. He played on loan at Weston-super-Mare. He's now on loan at Weymouth. The rest of the Weymouth team: number 3 Leo Hamblin, 4 Charlie Rowan, 5 Jordan Thompson, 7 Keelan O'Connell, 8 their captain Tom Bearish, 15 Jordan Maguire-Drew, 12 Andreas Robinson, 16 Ewan Pollock, 17 Calvin Brooks and 19 Harry Jones. And Enfield Town have Reece Forster, Joe Payne, Xavier Benjamin, Mickey Parcell, Alfie Tuck, Dylan Adji-Hersey, Harley Mills, Sam Youngs, Lennon Peake, Harry Ottaway and Jake Hutchinson. We are about ready for kick-off. It will be Tom Bearish, the Weymouth captain, to get proceedings underway, wearing number 8 in that intriguing pink and grey kit of Weymouth. They seem to have lined up with a back 5, and the ball is fed back immediately to Charlie Rowan, who launches it up the left, and it's straight away out of play. John, this gives me a chance to ask you the first question I wanted to ask for today. Centre kicks, kick-offs, do you think more work should be put into them? Because I feel like every time I see one, the ball is pumped out wide to the left and out of play.
Yep, we've really haven't gone down the Arsenal manual of set pieces. I think it's a bit too predictable in our sense, and it never seems to work. If it worked, you wouldn't mind. But I think a bit of a cheeky one to catch the keeper offline and do a centre and a long kick, that might catch him out. I've seen a couple of games non-league and EFL this season, so it'd be interesting. Nice to try some different tactics sometimes, and keep the opposition guessing.
It's Weymouth on the attack now, on the left, approaching the penalty area, cutting inside. The ball's allowed to run, and Enfield Town, after a little bit of a scramble, managed to bring it clear with Alfie Tuck, who seems to be sitting just in front of the back four. He's gone down, but the free kick has gone against him, and immediately there's a free kick in a threatening position for Weymouth. It's wide on the left. It's about 35 yards from the touchline, and Weymouth are going to put a couple of bodies in towards the penalty area. Enfield Town take no chances. They've got 7 men back on the edge of the area. Weymouth have popped 4 men forward themselves. Calvin Brook amongst them. Ewan Pollock's in there wearing 16. Free kick comes now. It's sent in towards the penalty spot. It's over everyone. and Holly Mills can't quite get his clearance effected. Bearish lays it back. It's attempted ball in from Andreas Robinson is charged down. It's back towards halfway, and Weymouth will pick it up. Solid defending there to start with from Enfield Town with their back four today. Weymouth look to play the ball forward, but Adji Hersey can bring it forward. It's gone out of play. It's going to be a throw-in to Enfield Town just inside the Weymouth half. Bright and breezy enough opening, and noise coming from the Enfield faithful as Youngs tries a slightly unnecessary flick, and he's played himself into trouble there. The situation is retrieved, however, and Joe Payne is able to launch the ball forward towards Ottaway. He loses out in the air, and here's Keelan O'Connell for Weymouth. Neat ball infield to Andreas Robinson. Back to O'Connell, but that's asking too much of his teammate, and Sam Youngs and Alfie Tuck combine. And now Ottaway looks to flick it forward for Adji Hersey on the right for Enfield Town, but Weymouth are able to clear the ball, and now they're edging over halfway. It's played forward, but Benjamin does well in his first start at home. He gives the ball to Alfie Tuck, and he looks to spread a left-footed ball first time forward towards Jake Hutchinson. What can he do? He holds it up now on the left. He's got Peake in support. Peake now low cross attempted, but charged down. There's a nice little flick there from Hutchinson. Found Peake, and it's gone out for an Enfield Town throw. First thoughts, John?
First thoughts, we defended well. That was an unusual occurrence, I've got to say, recent matches, but it was a bit reassuring. And it's interesting because Payne been dropping back, and we've had Mills up front, but now they've swapped around again. So it's interesting, they're switching, I think, in those two positions. So long throw from Payne.
Throw comes in, it's flicked on towards the back post and flicked clear by Weymouth, and they can complete the clearance now with Maguire Drew. He's charged down by Sam Youngs. Weymouth eventually clear, and Mills is able to head forward. Spot of head tennis ensues. Hutchinson's challenged. Youngs looking to feed Peake, but it's going to come back out to Parcell. He stabs forward, and the loose ball is gathered by Will Boos in the Weymouth goal. So first little sign of danger there from the long throw as ever from Joe Payne. The flick was at the near post, and it caused a little bit of uncertainty, but no real danger. We can have another look now at their formations. Enfield, I'd say that's a back four with Mills in a kind of left midfield position, Tuck in front of them as Benjamin wins the header from the goal kick. Thompson knocks it forward again. Payne goes up and wins a free kick from the challenge by Bearish. It'll be a free kick to Enfield Town inside their own half. Bearish seems to be the furthest forward of the Weymouth players, with Pollock to his left. Seems to be a 4-4-2 perhaps for Weymouth, possibly a 5-3-2, little interchangeable. Payne puts his arms up, swings in a long free kick, which Ottaway gets a chest on, and Sam Youngs rifles an early shot in. It's straight down the throat of Boos. Good sign of intent though there, the snapshot there from Youngs.
Yeah, it's encouraging. It's hard to predict at this stage, but it's a bright start really, and they seem to know, they're making overlaps and stuff. There seems to be a bit of communication, even though it's quite a newly arranged side yet again. So see what happens really.
Weymouth just knocking the ball amongst themselves at the back. It's come forward now to Maguire Drew, and he looks to spread the ball wide out left, but the ball is miscontrolled, and it would be a throw-in to Enfield Town in their right-back position midway inside their own half, which Adji Hersey is going to lead to Parcell. So perhaps it is a back three, because Parcell's taking the throw. He's got Benjamin next to him, Payne next to him. And the fact that Adji Hersey isn't taking the throw suggests to me he's more of a wing-back. Parcell takes the throw up the line. Well, it's an exciting looking back three because they've got two up front as well, so it means the midfield will have their work cut out. Knocks forward now towards Ottaway, but there's too much on that, and it will go straight through to Will Boos. Bright sunshine, just lovely to see. last of the summer days, perhaps. Boos overarms the ball out. Weymouth builds from the back. Here's Andreas Robinson. But Parcell was in well there, and then a late challenge, and the referee's going to his pocket. And Mickey Parcell, having initially won the challenge, got a bit overexcited, I think, with the follow-up. The adrenaline was flowing. He went flying in for the second challenge and he's going to get a yellow card now.
Yeah, it's always a bit of a pain getting a yellow card this early. And I know Mickey's very, robust sort of player, gets into the tackles. Hopefully, just be a bit more careful, I think, because it was just a bit of adrenaline, I think. So they've got a free kick on just behind the halfway line in their half.
Yeah, it's a gentle pace so far to start the game, but the encouraging thing for Enfield, it's not one of those games in which they've immediately been under the pump. Weymouth happy enough to knock the ball around at the back as they're doing now with Jordan Thompson, the centre of their back three. He's striding forward now, looking for a little bit of link-up play between Pollock and a couple of others, but Lennon Peake has won a throw in a promising position for Enfield, halfway inside the Weymouth half on the left. Payne's come across to take it, and the first throw brought in a bit of a harvest, so let's see what Payne can do with this one. And again, Enfield Town have put a good 4 or 5 bodies in and around the penalty area. As the throw comes in now, it's aimed once again towards Ottaway. Heads go up. Hutchinson's up there as well. It's going to come out. The shot is charged down from Parcell. Now Mills on his left foot dinks it forward. Flick on from Benjamin. Ottaway chases on the left and does well. He wins the ball down by the corner flag. He looks for support. It arrives from Lennon Peake. Peake now under pressure, and he's conceded the throw right down by the corner flag. So it will be a Weymouth throw, which Harry Jones will take. Weymouth seeming to be playing with a back three, and seems to be 3-5-2. It looks like Pollock and Bearish are the furthest forward for them. As they'll take this throw now and deep inside their own half, but Peake gets ahead in it first. It's gone back to Ottaway. He tries to flick it in field, but Youngs can't quite get there and has actually conceded a free kick. A free kick to Weymouth, just on the edge of just outside their own penalty area, which is given back by Brooks to Will Boos and then to Jordan Thompson. Ever present, Thompson's played every minute of the season so far in the league for Weymouth. Boos under pressure from Hutchinson, but he clears up to halfway. Pollock is beaten in the air by Payne, and Tuck does well to pick up the pieces, but then overplays it, and it's Harley Mills didn't quite read that. It's gone out to play for a throw-in on halfway on the right to Weymouth. Harry Jones will take the throw. 20-year-old Welshman for Weymouth. Only his second league start of the season. He's only had 16 minutes in the league before today. He's got the ball in his hands now. Looks to take the throw. He's got Pollock showing for him. Taking an age over the throw, stealing a few yards, and now he does throw to Pollock. Pollock goes in field, he's charged down by Youngs, and it's going to be another throw. Youngs has looked sprightly, he got that snapshot off earlier, and now just snapping into a challenge as well. Yeah,
it's quite an even game so far. We haven't had any clear-cut chances, but probably a kiss to death now, isn't it? It's I think they're playing 3-5-3, 3-5-2. I think their formation keeps changing when they attack, and they drop down to 5 when defending Weymouth. So, and I think we've got, as we've seen now, we're defending with back 4, and then Mills does push forward a bit more. So it's even Steven really, Michael, at the moment.
Yeah, 3-5-3 would be nice, wouldn't it? It'd solve a few problems. It would be a free kick to Weymouth, which is symbolic of what's been a slightly bitty and scratchy opening 12 minutes or so. Buse takes a free kick short to Thompson inside the Weymouth half. He comes up towards the centre circle now, spreads it wide to the left. It's brought over halfway by Weymouth, and cutting in field, Youngs snaps in again. Another good challenge from Sam Youngs. Peake finds Hutchinson cutting in field, looking for Peake, and he's done well to regain the ball, and now it's Mills on the left, tries to slide it into the centre. but it's charged down by Harry Jones for Weymouth, and it's the first corner of the game to Enfield Town on the left.
Yeah, finally we've had a bit of excitement, haven't we, really? And even though it's a makeshift sort of change, a lot of changes, it looks okay so far. And we've got a corner, so a bit of danger here for Weymouth.
It was good work from Peake to create that move, and Peake himself now takes the corner. It's low, and Ottaway was arriving for the header. The ball's gone out of play, and it's another corner. It was a fairly low corner, kind of waist height, shoulder height. Ottaway stooped, got ahead to it, but the Weymouth defender was there, not giving him a yard of space, and it looped high and out for another corner. And Peake again raises both hands on his left foot to take the corner from the left. Outswinger towards the penalty spot. Youngs tries to keep it alive. It's a Weymouth head on it, and now they can bring it clear. And there's a bit of a chance for a counter-attack with Maguire-Drew playing the ball out left. But Enfield have done well to hold up Keelan O'Connell. He's forced to go backwards. Now Leo Hamblin coming over halfway for Weymouth. Left-footed ball spread out wide to Tom Bearish by the right-hand corner of the area. He's got support from Harry Jones, but a good foot in there. And it will be a throw to Weymouth, level with the edge of the area. Harry Jones is taking it. Gives it in field to Bearish, gets it back. Harry Jones stood up by Mills. Mills has done well. He's brought the ball away. Enfield player goes down, and the ref was thinking about advantage, but has stopped play. It was Peake who went down, I think, and the ref has pulled it back. Might have played advantage, but it was in Enfield's own half as well, so not too much damage done there. Solid defending, though.
Yeah, I mean, they seem to be working so far, but they haven't really been tested. And when they counter, they hold back a little bit. I think Weymouth, not like other teams, have an extra man overlapping. I think they're just as cautious as we are, but I think we're actually being more assertive than Weymouth in the way we're playing, and we're actually going for it, which is really good to see.
And the Enfield Town press high at the pitch has worked well, and Lennon Peake's on the ball now on the left outside the area, chips the ball into the area. Young's alive, oh, great save from Boos, and it's out to the edge of the area for Weymouth, and they can get it clear. Oh, it was lovely. It was the chip in from Peake, I think, and Youngs flew in from a run from deep, got his head to the ball, powerful Bullets header, but it was straight above Boos, and he managed to get his hands up and push it clear.
Yeah, that was a great chance. Just as we were saying, we stepped up and were a bit more tenacious, attacking the back line of Weymouth, and that was unlucky to hit the bar, really.
Yeah, really good first effort there for Enfield Town. Joe Payne with a long throw now into the area, and it's scrambled into the hands of Will Boos for Weymouth, and the danger is temporarily at least alleviated for them, and Harry Jones can now bring it forward for them, and he looks for the run up the right hand side of Jordan Maguire-Drew, trapped by both Aji Hersey and Youngs, and Aji Hersey, who'd been covering ever since that throw in, I think. He's done well in a temporary left back position, put the ball out of play, and now it's a throw in to Weymouth, which Harry Jones will take only a couple of yards from the corner flag for them. So it's end to end in the last couple of minutes. Dangerous position for a throw here for Weymouth, although they're not exactly throwing caution to the wind. Only a couple of players in the area or around the area. It's going to be a shortish throw, I think. It doesn't appear that Jones has got the arms in him for a long one. He gives it to Bearish, back to Jones, and he's now overhit it, and Hutchinson's able to pick up the ball and put his foot in it. Good play there, just calming things down. Gives it to Parcell, back to Benjamin, who's had a steady start in his first home game. Tuck similarly done well in front of the defence, and he gives it back. Forster then plays a long ball forward over halfway. It's back in Weymouth possession, but their long ball is a bit aimless, and Forster will gather that. As he said, John, Weymouth not really throwing caution to the wind with this one, are they? We've seen teams before who've really had the pacey strikers, and they've had a go at Enfield, but that's not really Weymouth's game plan, it seems. They're playing like a team in 23rd.
Yeah, I think they're demonstrating they are, like you said, a team playing in 23rd, and they're quite apprehensive and tentative going forward, which is understandable. Despite their win with Winchester midweek, I think that they value this as a really important game, and it really is a massive game. No team wants to lose, and they'll be happy, I reckon, with the draw, if I'm perfectly honest. The way they thought the formation is and the movement, very cautious. But you know what? Any team's a threat. Any one chance you get. And now we've got Joe Payne with a long throw again.
Yep, Joe Payne on the left with a long throw. It's about halfway inside the Weymouth half, but that's no impediment to him. He'll hurl it into the area. In it comes now towards three different Enfield Town heads. It's out to the edge of the area. Pastel! Oh, just off the post, I think. Possibly saved, pushed to the side by Booth. It's back in by Parcell and headed clear by Weymouth at the back post. It's Parcell, the shot from range from good 20-25 yards. Booth got down low. I'm not sure if he pushed it wide or if it came off the post, but it rebounded wide of the goal. Enfield Town still in possession though. Peake, who's been lively in these opening quarter of an hour or so. Quick feet from him to wriggle free from danger. Now gives it back to Tuck. Tuck back to Benjamin on halfway. He gives it back to Forster, but Enfield Town still in possession. Encouraging stuff this from Enfield. The two best chances of the game so far. The header from Youngs, the long range shot from Parcell. Good effort that from Parcell.
That was a great effort. I don't even think even Will Booth got a touch. I think he just hit the post, the bottom post. It was a great shot, worth a go, worth a try, and the impetus is on the Enfield Town at the moment.
Yeah, I've been very encouraged by the start. There was a snapshot from Sam Youngs. It was the shot of a player in a team who fancied their chances, had a bit of confidence, and then similarly that shot from Parcell. It was a good 20, maybe 25 yards out, but you wouldn't take that on if you weren't feeling confident. So it's a good early sign from Enfield. So just trying to clear a bit of danger here. Archie Hersey and Parcell get it up towards halfway. Weymouth trying to force it back again. Youngs can't control, and now Ewan Pollock is through on goal for Weymouth in the left-hand edge of the area. Pollock, great tackle from Benjamin. Great tackle from Benjamin. He was second favourite there. Pollock, the flag had stayed down. Pollock had got goal side. He broke into the area on the left-hand side. He was clean through, only the keeper to beat, and Benjamin did really well. Sprinted back, stuck out a leg and effected the slide tackle, and it's going to be a corner kick to Weymouth. Great work there from Xavier Benjamin.
That was a great tackle because he looked to be second best to that ball, and I thought marginally offside, but you give the benefit of the doubt. Linesman, that was dangerous and great interception.
Weymouth with their first corner of the game, swung in from the left towards number 4 Charlie Rowan. Is going to fall for the shot, and then a flicked shot from Pollock is saved by Reece Forster. The ball was initially half cleared. It was shoved back into the area. Pollock just sort of dangled a leg on it. He got a foot, no real power, so Forster was able to clear, but it was a very close range save. And Sam Youngs has now picked it up on the right-hand side, just on halfway for Enfield Town. Adji Hurst has given it away, though. Weymouth can break now from halfway. It's going to be spread out wide to Jones for them. And fed forward to Morgan Drew. He's forced back time to Mills. Charlie Rowan now. And Andreas Robinson back to Rowan inside the centre circle for Weymouth. A bit of possession, but not really any huge pressure. Neat pass there from Robinson to Jones, out on the right. Good 30 yards from goal. Morgan Drew gives it to Jones. Weymouth just poking and prodding on their right flank, looking for a way through, but good tight defensive work, good shape here from Enfield Town, and it's paid off because Payne is now able to pick up possession for them. Chips it forwards, but Hutchinson wasn't really making the run. It's going to go all the way through to Boos, who gives it to Calvin Brooks at the back and square to Jordan Thompson for Weymouth as they build again from the back. It's still Enfield Town 0, Weymouth 0. 20 minutes in. It's Weymouth in possession. Enfield have had the two best chances of the game so far. Youngs with a bullet header from close range, and then Parcell shot from distance that we think struck the left-hand post. As Mills chips the ball forward, and Hutchinson's clean through on goal. Hutchinson stabs towards goal, and Booth got a touch, and it's gone wide for a corner. It was the long diagonal. Hutchinson was clear through the diagonal from left to right. Hutchinson got through on the edge of the area on his right foot, tried to slide it under Booth, but Booth got a touch and it went wide for a corner.
That was a great ball. I think it was Mills. I think it was a great ball to him, and so unlucky there. Really, Enfield should be leading this game, but we're playing with dare I say, with a bit of a swagger today, which is really encouraging. So, the corner now.
Corner from Mills in towards the centre of the goal. It's bounced towards the area, and then Otway plays it back in. It's got to come out. The shot comes in. Oh, it's wide.
Parcell again.
Parcell. I think it might have been even Alfie Tuck with that shot. But the corner caused danger. It was allowed to bounce. The corner was allowed to bounce all the way through the area. Ottaway kept it alive. He tried to stab it back into the area. It was half cleared, and from the edge of the area, I think Tuck shot from about 20 yards wide of the goal. Enfield, though, definitely in the ascendancy here.
Yes, it's nice to see us putting teams under pressure. I'm kind of relieved and not so stressed as it was at the beginning of the game. So, Towners, we've got this if we carry on playing like this.
Yeah, the formation seems to be working. It's a sort of back three that becomes a back five when under pressure, with Tuckins sitting in front of them. And Young's working hard in midfield, and then Ottaway and Hutchinson offering a dual threat up front. It's a decent balance. Lennon Peake's working his socks off as well behind the front two. It's working out well enough at the moment. Weymouth have a throw on halfway on the right hand side, and it's thrown by Jones into Pollock, and now Maguire-Drew, but Adji Hurst is able to bring it forward for Enfield Town. However, he can't find a teammate, and Weymouth have possession, bringing the ball over halfway. Weymouth now spreading the ball out left. It's Leo Hamblin for them. Appeals for a throw. It's gone Weymouth's way. Hamblin will take with his little shock of dark hair on the far side and gives it infield to Robinson. Andreas Robinson comes infield now. Spreads the ball out to Jones. Does well to keep it alive. He's given it to Maguire-Drew. Maguire-Drew held up well by Payne, and then Mills is able to look for the early ball for Hutchinson, and he's found him. Hutchinson will keep it in. Well, he'll win the throw on the far side. It's a good early switch there from Peake. Got the impression that that's something that's perhaps come off the training ground. Win the ball, look for the early run from Hutchinson.
Yeah, this is definitely the best start we've probably had all season, actually, and it's so encouraging. I think we just let's make it turn into goals, though. That's what we need, is we dominate, but it doesn't mean anything until we get the goal in the back of our nets. And we got is there another long throw I anticipate by Payne?
Yep, on the right hand side this time, Joe Payne about 25 yards from the corner flag, 20 yards from the corner flag, hurls it in now. It's a flat one. Bodies go up, it's loose in the area and then hacked clear. Desperate clearance there from a Weymouth player. It's looped high into the atmosphere and then came down on the running track behind the goal, behind the stand. This is an indication of quite how desperate that clearance was. It's going to be another corner to Enfield Town. Should be taken on the left hand side this time. Lennon Peake's got the ball in his hand. He's getting ready to take it, but as you say, Enfield, they need to make this pressure count now. It's been 25 minutes of pretty solid pressure. They've had 3 or 4 opportunities, forced a good save, hit the post. They need a goal. They need to make this count. In comes the corner from Peake, left-footed. And it's gone all the way through as well. It's come out towards Parcell, played back into the area. It's loose. Youngs tries to get a foot on it. Here's Hutchinson shimmying on the corner of the area, but he's crowded out, and Weymouth are able now to bring the ball out of the area. Hutchinson, though, applies the pressure. It's going to come back out to Dylan Adji Hurst, and Enfield can retain possession. Adji Hurst goes safety first, back to Forster, but he now knocks it long, looking for Ottaway on the edge of the Weymouth area. Ottaway's up. Jones does well. Ottaway went down. There were howls of protest from the town fans behind the goal, but I don't think any Enfield player was interested in that.
Yeah, nothing in that really. It was a fair challenge, and Ottaway did, and to be credit to him, he didn't actually claim a penalty. I think it's just our fans basically, but we'll call for anything at this stage. Let's put it this way. As
Weymouth now tried to build with Bearish, he's got no fewer than 6 Enfield bodies around him, crowding him out, and Calvin Brooks heads the ball clear for an Enfield Town throw on halfway, which Payne will look to take. On the left-hand side, Payne gives it short to Mills, back to Payne, looks to beat his man, but he's conceded a throw. Strong work there from Bearish, the Weymouth captain, and Maguire-Drew will leave the ball for Harry Jones on the right, inside his own half, to take the throw. Jones gives it to Charlie Rowan, 26-year-old, and it's back with Will Beeston, the Weymouth goal. It gets a bit of stick from the town faithful, but Enfield have given it away in midfield. Tuck not misplacing his pass. Payne heads it now over halfway. Ottaway's up there, wins the throw, but Brooks will clear for Weymouth, and Maguire Drew gets ahead in it as well, but Benjamin just about wriggles past one challenge and then gives it sensibly to Lennon Peake, and he's got Mills on the overlap on the left, and Enfield Town have won a throw. Good little bit of interchange play there from Enfield.
Yeah, and it's really interesting because we played out with the back there. Benjamin did really well to beat the player and control the ball.
As Tuck now looks for options in midfield, nice little turn there, and then plays it forward to Ottaway outside the area, but Ottaway can't quite hold it up, and Brooks doesn't take any chances with his clearance. Payne heads it up and halfway. Mills does well to keep it in, and then Harry Jones heads it towards the Enfield half, and it's out for a throw into Enfield Town. Well done Harley Mills there. Had to scamper across to keep the ball in, and his efforts were rewarded eventually with a throw into Enfield Town, which Payne takes back to Benjamin, who controls neatly and gives it back to Reece Forster in the Enfield Town goal. And Benjamin again, now Joe Payne. Forward up towards halfway in Mills, infield to Peake. He's got a bit of space to run into now. Lennon Peake, inside left position, edging towards the edge of the area. Now Mills on the left, feeds the ball in towards the 6-yard box, and a Weymouth foot is able to clear. Again, good build-up play. Peake was at the heart of it. Mills supported him on the overlap, and his infield cross was cleared for a corner.
Towners, keep the faith. It's coming. Hopefully it's coming soon. We definitely deserve to be at least one up in this game. Hit the post twice as well, and the pressure is really mounting on Weymouth now.
Indeed it is, as Peake takes the corner. It's deep towards the back post. It's over everyone though, and Keelan O'Connell will keep it in and slightly aimlessly play the ball up towards halfway, and Adji Hersey can pick it up and Enfield can go again. Keep the pressure on. It's drilled in now towards the penalty area. Hutchinson's there, Ottaway's there. It's over the two of them. They possibly got in each other's way. There was no real Weymouth challenge coming in. They were both stretching. It was an awkward height, but did they get in each other's way, John?
Yeah, I think it was slightly overhit maybe, but they still did get in each other's way, so it's a really good amount of pressure. I mean, it's the best half hour for starters we've ever had for this season, and we're looking good considering so many changes. It's some positivity for change, which is really good, so let's keep it up.
Yeah, it feels like the last 10 minutes in particular, it's been relentless Enfield Town pressure. Every time Weymouth have cleared it, it's come back at them. And whereas Weymouth, when they've had pressure, Enfield Town haven't really let them get towards the penalty area, kept them pretty much at arm's length. The reverse has been true for Weymouth. There have been gaps behind their defence. Weymouth are in possession now, inside their own half. And it's back with Will Boose in their goal. Boose has given it out to his defence. The defence are allowed possession. Enfield Town not pressing the back three for Weymouth, particularly, as it's now played forward over halfway. It's just a long ball, and Parcell wins that first time, and then second time stabs it clear. Youngs can't quite bring it under his spell, but Ottaway will pick it up on halfway, does well, challenges for it, concedes the throw, but got his knees dirty with that one. It will be a throw to Weymouth on halfway, which Leo Hamblin will take for them. 31 minutes gone. It's Enfield Town 0, Weymouth 0, but Enfield Town definitely having the better of this first half hour or so, as Thompson brings the ball forward for Weymouth inside his own half, and Youngs and then Peake make the challenge, and Peake's challenge resulted in him being brought down as the Enfield Town players crowding around the referee, politely inquiring if anything more than a free kick will be given to that. What were your thoughts, John?
Yeah, to be honest, to be consistent, he really should book him, because Mickey Parcell had a similar challenge, and we were on the ascendancy attacking there, so he's probably just going to give him a talk. But if you're going to be consistent, he should really book him, really, with the same similar sort of challenge to Mickey Parcell. Defensively, though, while we're waiting for the free kick, I'm impressed with Benjamin so far, and the way Tuck literally is tucking in front of the defence. And we're looking well, we're playing really well. I don't know what else to say. I don't want to jinx it.
Yeah, Alfie Tuck looks the part, doesn't he, so far? He's got a wise head on his 18-year-old shoulders, on loan from QPR. Tuck, and he's apparently highly thought of at Loftus Road. The ball's played wide now to Mills, and he spreads a big diagonal to Ottaway, wins the header, but it's going to go out for a goal kick. Nice though, again, you get the impression Enfield Town aren't doing this on the hoof. It's not all ad hoc. They've got a bit of a few patterns in their play emerging. That free kick played wide to Mills. He immediately looked for the big crossfield diagonal, and Ottaway was aware of it. It just spoke of a team who've got a bit of an understanding starting to develop.
Yeah, I'm quite impressed, really. They definitely seem to develop understanding. It must be in training, because obviously it's like a makeshift side from most of the changes there we finished up with last week, and it's been good. The gelling quicker than expected.
Plays restarted, and Peake has won the ball on halfway. He's challenging now, but Weymouth are able to scramble the ball back to Boos, who's going to be serenaded as he clears wide right to Harry Jones. Jones under pressure goes back to Boos, and a chance for the Town faithful to remind him of where he is and what he's doing, and he clears up to halfway. Adji Hersey does well, and Tuck once again picks up the scraps. Well done him. Parcell gives it to Benjamin, another one who's making a good impression on his first home start for Enfield. Mills now flicks it forward. Hutchinson under pressure, he's given it away, and Maguire-Drew play it back to Brooks, who tries to shove it forward towards Pollock. On the right-hand side, just inside the Enfield Town half, played infield now. Oh, neat little turn there from Charlie Rowan, then tries to flick it forward, but he's overhit it and it's out for a goal kick. Nice little Zidane-esque pirouette there from Charlie Rowan. But again, Weymouth, for a little spell of possession, didn't really get anywhere near the Enfield Town penalty area. Don't want to jinx it, but it's relatively one-way traffic so far.
Yeah, Rowan's, I think, is their top scorer as well, but they haven't really penetrated. I think they'll be happy for a draw, definitely, the way it's happening. It's folding, the game's unravelling now, it's definitely going to look the case. And we're playing well, passing around the ball well, and seems to be of understanding. We're doing a few nice long passes as well. So far, I can't really criticise so far. And the referee, okay. I haven't moaned really once so far, but don't give me opportunity.
It's still Enfield Town in possession in their own half. Little gasp there from around me as Tuck was fed something of a hospital ball. He's now played it long, and Boost comes right to the edge of his area there to gather in for Weymouth. The referee and assistant referees look completely unperturbed by it. Boost just carries on as if it was the most natural thing in the world, but he took a little bit of a risk there. The ball's now played out by Weymouth to their right back position. Brooks looking to play long into Maguire-Drew. His control lets him down. Enfield can snaffle up possession now with Hutchinson. Infield to Youngs. Youngs looking for support, but calmly plays it back to Parcell just inside the Weymouth half. Now Adji Hersey on the right, back to Parcell. Enfield Town seem nice and calm in possession. They're patient, that's the word. Their build-up is patient. When there are opportunities, they'll go long, but they're quite happy to strike it around at the back. It's back all the way now with Forster. Weymouth applying a little press, and Enfield Town just play through them. Tuck. Joe Payne. He's got Mills just in front of him. Now Tuck again, and back with Payne. Nice little triangle. My old PE teachers at school would have applauded that. As it's given now to Xavier Benjamin. Back to Tuck. Seems very comfortable in possession. Sitting in front of the defence and giving it now to Payne. And Enfield Town just patiently looking for an opportunity. The sun's out again. Still the sort of conditions in which all the players are wearing short sleeves. There's none of the undershirt, long sleeve nonsense going on today. As Benjamin gives it to Payne. Enfield Town still poking and prodding, and now it's played forward over halfway, and Lennon Peake back to goal. He's backwards to Mills, who can come over halfway, chip it forward towards Youngs. He does well. Ottaway can't quite adjust his body to gather it, and Brooks can now bring it forward for Weymouth. Here's Pollock for them, but Tuck came in, snaffled the ball up. I suppose it was the earlier challenge that was penalised. It's been given as a free kick to Weymouth just inside the Enfield Town half. Your thoughts on that one, John? First moan?
Possibly, yeah. It was a bit it could have not, I think he did all right there. It wasn't much in it at all, but it's a free kick nevertheless. I've seen worse decisions, put it this way.
37 minutes gone. It's Enfield Town 0, Weymouth 0. I suppose you might say Weymouth have weathered the Enfield storm in the last 5 minutes or so. Enfield had a spell of possession, didn't really go anywhere with it, and now Weymouth can restart with a free kick, and it's Jones on the right crossing into the Enfield area, but he's overhit it. Jordan Thompson was arriving at the back post, but it's gone out for a throw-in to Enfield Town down by the corner flag in the right back position. Parcell going to gather the ball. So again, Weymouth had a little bit of possession, but that penalty area is under lock and key. At the moment, so far, Enfield Town are not letting Weymouth anywhere near their goal.
Yeah, you're quite right, actually. The Weymouth have weathered the storm, and we haven't actually had a breeze in our defence-wise comparatively, have we? But so far, so good. Bit of a counter-attack.
It's still on halfway, and Enfield Town, Harry Ottaway's done well there to win a free kick. Wide on the right. And it's taken quickly by Parcell, looking for Mills, who's made the run, trying to get behind his man, but Jones, it was all shout for handball there, right in front of the ref. But he waves play on, and Weymouth can take advantage by chipping the ball clear. Shouts for offside. Nothing given, no harm accrues, because it was overhit and went to Reece Forster, but not for the first time. Pollock on the shoulder of the last man, made his run, got a few yards in front, and the flag stayed down. Enfield, however, on the attack now. Dylan Adjihursi wide on the right, level with the edge of the area, a couple of step overs, looking for support. It arrives from Sam Youngs. Youngs takes a touch, back with Adjihursi. Adjihursi tries to beat his man, now gets the cross in towards the back post. And Hutchinson seemed, if anything, slightly surprised as it reached him and couldn't quite bring it under control with his head, and it's through to Will Boos in the Weymouth goal.
Yeah, a bit of a half chance, but not that great a chance either. It just seems to be, Weymouth are just defending basically at this stage, holding on, and hopefully we just got to take the opportunities that come our way. Benjamin, a great interception there again. And Sam, good pass out. Then we got to Peak, and it's good, some good passing across the pitch as well. As I said that, it's gone out of play. Kiss of death.
Yeah, Enfield Town have been striking the ball around well, and there is the odd overhit pass or a pass not quite on the wavelength, but in general, it's unhurried from Enfield. It's good to see. It's quite patient. They look like they've all got time on the ball, and they're playing intelligent passes. The ball's gone out of play. It's a Weymouth throw on halfway on the left for them. Killian O'Connell gives it back to Hamblin. Now turns infield, and he's given it away. And Ottaway can't quite make the most of that, but the clearance is poor from Boos, the Weymouth goalkeeper. It's gone to Harley Mills, approaching the left-hand corner of the area, cuts back infield, now tries to dink it into the area. It's with Sam Youngs, is it? Shot comes in, and it's squeezed clear by Harry Jones for Weymouth. Another little spell of Enfield Town pressure there. It was a bit scrappy. Weymouth haven't done a great job of clearing their lines yet. It's going to be another throw to Enfield. Joe Payne will take this. It's on the left-hand side. It's level with the edge of the area. The ref calls him back, and actually this is shorter, and it goes to Mills, and he will now dink the ball into the area, but Weymouth heads on it. It's flicked through to the back post. It's gone out for a corner.
How many corners have we got?
Weymouth are defending, but it's not massively convincing, is it? It's still Enfield Town's here.
Yeah, I mean, they're defending, but I wouldn't say it's great. They're just desperately clearing anywhere they can, and they seem to be just riding the luck at the moment. Hopefully the luck's going to run out on this corner now. We've got two hands up there ready for the corner. Let's hope it's a tactic we planned.
In comes the corner from the right-hand side from Peak, and it's headed clear again by a Weymouth head, and then a hacked clearance, but it's only as far as Mills. He heads it first time back into the area, and again a clearance, this time by Charlie Rowan. He went down with a yelp. He's bounced straight back up, so he can't have been mortally injured, and play has continued. It was a yelp I could hear from here, up in the press box, which is a good 70, 80 yards away, but he was back up on his feet immediately, so miraculous powers of recovery. Forster now has cleared the ball out to the right wing. Peak does well to rise. Hutchinson's going to gather the ball out on the right, edging towards the corner flag, holds it up, looks for support. Gets it from Peak. Bit congested there down the right hand, the far side, but the cross is flung in. Ottaway goes up. Ball goes up. Youngs gets ahead on it. Beats Boos to it. Ottaway's up again, tries to knock it back. The ball's still in play, and now the referee has whistled because a Weymouth player is writhing on the floor in the penalty area. It's Calvin Brooks. Presumably it's a head injury. That would be why the ref paused play. Play had continued briefly around him. Since an Enfield Town player is down as well, so the decision wasn't universally popular, but the trainers are on. It was another spell of Enfield Town pressure though, John.
I know, there's no end product at the moment, which is really frustrating, and it will come, I'm pretty sure, at this rate, because I can't see at the moment, with Weymouth producing anything, unless they have a bit of fortune in an attack with something like a deflection, possibly if they have a corner or something. But the way we're playing, we're dominating the game at the moment. And but again, we just want to get that first goal. I think the floodgates might open.
Well, I'd say the worry, from an Enfield Town point of view, is that for all this domination, we're coming up to half-time now, and who's to say, it may continue in the second half, but you wouldn't be surprised if Weymouth picked up a notch or two in the second half, and Enfield Town didn't have quite such a comfortable second half as they're having in this first half. And as such, really want to make it count, have something to show for this first half domination.
Yeah, you're quite right, Michael. At the moment, we've got nothing to show for the domination. And second half, they could make a change, because I think is it Toure? He's a decent player on the bench, Ezio Toure. So they might put him to inject a bit of pace. So they could be holding out tactically to draw, half time to go even, and then counter attack more with Toure. He's got a bit of pace on him as well. So let's see what happens.
Who do you say is the standout player so far, in your opinion, from Enfield Town?
It's really hard. Mills has done a few good passes, if I'm honest. Tuck's done well in that role. Literally tucking in, really well into the side. And then we got Benjamin. He's impressed me as well. It's been a good effort. And up front, Hutchison and Ottaway running at them. Peake's it's been a good team performance. Youngs has stepped up as well. It's been one of the better team performances we've had by far, and it's universal rather than just an individual, I think. But Tuck, maybe for his proper full match, has stood out in that respect, and Benjamin's solid at the back.
Players just restarted. It's been lobbed upfield by Buse, and there's a little spot of head tennis broken out in the Enfield Town half on the right. It's now brought down by Bearish. He's done well, actually. Pollock plays it infield, and here's Andreas Robinson. He can spread it out wide to Hamblin on the left for Weymouth, cutting in field now, finding Ewan Pollock, and now Jones is slightly undersold, and a chance now for Weymouth to attack the right hand edge of the Enfield Town area. It's brought forward by Charlie Rowan. Now Andres Robinson, it's forced out left, ball comes in towards the penalty area, and Forster does well. His first real call into action, and very safe pair of hands, just grabbed the ball like he was plucking an apple from a tree. Now it's bowled out to Payne, chips it forward towards Ottaway. Mills goes in, robust challenge, but referee plays on, and finally I should say, the flag goes up against Ewan Pollock. Third real shout against Pollock for offside. At this time, he was right in front of the assistant linesman. He couldn't fail to miss it. I think it's Mills has gone down on halfway from a robust challenge a bit earlier. The ref is one of those referees who creates quite a high threshold for a foul.
Yeah, it hasn't been too bad. It's been decent so far, allowing the game to carry on where, but when there's an injury, you've got to stop it. But so far, so good. Dare I jinx that as well. And it's been a good first half, but we just need to capitalise on it.
You haven't missed anything. Enfield Town still waiting to take the free kick for the offside. 3 minutes of added time to be played at the end of this first half. It's still Enfield Town 0, Weymouth 0. Forster launches the goal kick up. Ottaway gets ahead in it, but it's headed clear by Weymouth, and Bearish goes up against Tuck, and he's won that. And now Pollock battling in midfield. Tuck though scraps well and gets a foot on it, and then Ottaway tracks back as well. Weymouth forced the ball forward, but Benjamin's there first. It's back at Weymouth feet, however, and this will be one for Joe Payne to tidy up, and he gives it back to Reece Forster, who cheekily dinks it over the on-rushing Weymouth striker, cool as you like, and Payne has got all the time in the world to pick his options, and now left-footed, dinks the ball over halfway. Ottaway chests it, looking for Peake, but it's collected by Weymouth. They can build from the back. Weymouth now in possession inside their own half. It's a fairly even last 5 or 10 minutes. Enfield Tower, Sam Young's building from the back, looking to play ball forward towards Ottaway, but Weymouth clear. Payne will just have to keep an eye on that bouncing ball, and he takes no chances, hooks it up towards halfway. Mills gets ahead on it, and Brooks for Weymouth will have his clearance charged down well by Youngs, and now Ottaway picks it up, and Ottaway moves in field. Both players go down. Youngs tries to pick it up now, but Weymouth just about crowd him out, and the ball is scrambled clear by them to their left back position, and they can look to bring the ball forward now. The diagonal ball looking for Leo Hamblin on the left for them, up by halfway. He cuts in field, plays a little 1-2 with Bearish as captain. Hamblin. Weymouth, as you say, John, I think they'll be content to take certainly they'll be content to go into half-time at 0-0. I think they'd be happy to take a point away from here. They may look to snatch a goal late on, but I think they'd be happy if it continues like this. They've won a free kick just inside their own half, but it's possibly... No, they've still got possession. Building over halfway now. Hamblin bringing it forward for them on the left-hand side, edging towards the corner flag, tries to get the cross in. It's charged down well by Parcell and by Tuck, and Parcell joins in. It's still not clear. Free on the edge of the area. Weymouth shot comes in, but it's wide, despite the howls of anguish from around us in the Enfield Town supporters areas. No real danger there. And Forster, well, I think Gavin McPherson will be very satisfied with the first half so far, just thinking of how little Forster's had to do.
Yeah, it's been a stroll in the park so far. I mean, the half-hearted attempts they've had, really not one real decent save to make, whereas definitely Buse has been under the most pressure. And the Terror fans from Weymouth, the Terror fans haven't had much to shout home about so far. And let's hope it continues for the second half. But like you said, anything can happen. Tactically could be changes, inject a little bit of pace to counter-attack us. But at the moment, they're very predictable, Weymouth.
Yeah, one doesn't want to speak too soon, but yeah, predictable is the word. The ball's at the feet of Will Boose, and the half-time whistle has been blown. Enfield Town have had the better of the first half. There were shots, there was a close range there's a close range header from Sam Youngs that was punched clear by the goalkeeper. There was a long range effort from Mickey Parcell, which we think hit the post. Enfield Town have had a decent amount of pressure, but still nothing to show for it. John, your final thoughts on that first half?
My concern is we didn't capitalise on it, the pressure we had, and I just hope we won't regret the second half. But if we carry on with this momentum and this vein of form in the second half, I'm sure we could nick a winner at least.
Thanks very much, John. We'll take a break from there. The microphone will stay on, so if you can hear background noise, don't be too alarmed. And we shall resume commentary in about 14 minutes. The score at half-time is Enfield Town 0, Weymouth 0. I feel like 2 points dropped, I think, if we don't win this one.
Yeah, it's definitely got,
it's winnable. Nah, not at all. They haven't shown anything, have they?
I mean, the bar, the post, and one other.
Yeah.
We could have been 3-0,
Yeah.
That header hit the bar, the header at the start. Was it hit the bar?
The bar. Sam Youngs hit the bar, then the post.
one that, scrambled to the ground. It's just don't know how it's been going lately.
Just been
They're not offering much, are they?
nothing at the moment.
They're offering nothing, huh?
It's been the most comfortable game I've seen.
Yeah, it's been. Well, that's the worry for me. That Weymouth won't be as bad second half. They'll come out and offer a bit
be as
more.
bad 2 halves. That's the concern, really.
We've got a decent bench as well. Like having Ollie Knight and Billy Leonard on the bench gives us a couple more attacking options.
And inject a bit of pace at the end on the wings.
Yeah, like you can see, Ottaway won't necessarily last the 90. They could bring. Oh, we've got Reese as well on the bench.
Yeah.
He loves an attacking bench, doesn't he, Gavin?
Yes, definitely an Ollie in the wing, but wouldn't change anything at the moment.
No. It's going all right, isn't it?
We're not used to it. It's just seemed a shock to the system, I think.
Well, so many of the games, it's just been like a noticeable difference in quality, hasn't it? Just looking at the other teams, thinking they're just sharper, more inventive, whereas this feels the reverse. We look sharper.
They haven't defended that well, though.
Nah.
They're desperately trying.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no rebounds landed for us or deflections. The luck will run out, hopefully. Arsenal
Giving them £1 million in stages because they are converting the ground.
12
The
goal
club is now
attempts.
becoming like this.
Still not
A community based.
You can see Saka come out and say he thinks they're going to win the title this year.
I never want to jinx it, but you know what? If we avoid injuries, there's that feel of like the Invincible era coming in. That
Here we go.
PSG, that kind of like, you know, the first time since those 20 years that I've seen that sort of level. You can't tell because you can get injuries and the season's over. There's already Odegaard's out for a while, so.
I love that though, John. It's too early to say, but it feels like the Invincibles again.
Yeah, I know, but it feels like that vibe, the way they're all organised, and there's good cover when you've got injuries. The PSG was
it's
really good, like a
statement,
unit watching them. I saw the Tottenham United game. My God, that's got to be. Tottenham did really well putting pace on because their fullbacks are useless. I think United, that's got to be the worst United team I've seen for a long time. The Tottenham, they made them look like that as well.
I was going to say, it's actually a very strong United team. It's just that Tottenham was so good.
But it was United just so shambolic. All these years at home as well.
And the thing is, on paper, I looked at that team beforehand and thought that's really strong.
Yeah.
Mainu, Ugarte at the back, and Mazraoui. Martinez is a good defender.
My favourite Tottenham player is Van der Vaart, and he created the first goal. He did really well.
Yeah. But I was thinking, even without that, we just looked like a team who were
they were organised.
Always open at the back, but my God, going forwards.
The problem is as well, that remind me of Wenger days, was only when there's the wet planet. Oh, easily.
Been close enough,
It reminds me of like the Wenger days with Ange. It's like plan A and that's it. Defensively, it's like, let's worry about let them worry about us. But
the thing is, after years of Conte and Jose, I'm all for it. I don't care about the defence. It's like when
more enjoyable.
Well, when Dragusin got sent off the other day in Europe. I know it's a completely different game, but when your man got sent off, Trossard got sent off against City. You went basically to a back nine. When Dragusin got sent off against Karabakh, different kettle of fish, the Spurs' mentality was just like, let's just attack, just keep attacking.
They would have done it, even if they played City, they would have done it.
But do you remember when we played Chelsea, we were down to 9 men, defending on halfway.
I couldn't believe that, they conceded already. There's a time and a place to play that with the team.
In that game, it was 2-1 for ages. We almost equalised, and in injury time, Chelsea scored 2. But it was that close to working with 9 men. It's ridiculous.
At least you got a chance. But then, I don't know, tactically, but there's an improvement though. Solanke's got back into his rhythm there as well.
He reminds me of Lineker, the way he scores goals. It's just like picking off a rebound. He obviously doesn't look like Lineker, but he reminds me of him.
Yeah, but he's got that sort of, a bit of a poacher.
Yeah, 6-yard box.
He's robust as well though.
Yeah, holds it up. I have a favour to ask, John. I have to let you out. Would you be able to take a photo of me, like pretending to commentate, and then send it to me? Because like an action shot, and I'll just talk a bit of nonsense.
2, 1. Get another one.
I just pretend like I'm talking.
There we go. Let's have a look.
Can I get one, sort of smiling at the camera as well, please?
Has lost their mobile phone. Can you please come up to the main stand? I've got a phone here that's been handed.
Perfect, thank you. Awesome. Yeah, because I've got one. There's a picture from the town website from that side, and you can see the whole press box. So I've got that, which is quite nice because I can circle it and show people where I commentate from.
And a mobile phone, that's not good enough. then I can let you have it back.
I love this. Two kids having a race.
So that's it. You've lost your mobile phone. One has been handed in
I
to
met
me.
one of the Tottenham ball boys today. I had
I'll keep it to the end of the
work
game, and then
my staff at lunchtime
I'll pass it on
at
to behind the
cafe in Stansted Abbey. It's sort of like the Tottenham show. One of my friend, a colleague of mine, he's a Man United fan, so he's finally seeing a Tottenham shirt, and I was giving him stick all week about it. And then the next thing is this young lad with his Tottenham shirt, must be about 14, 15 or something like that. And he's a ball boy, one of the ball boys in Tottenham.
Wow.
games. And there was you couldn't have scripted it just to wind him up. It was just perfect. It was just like, he goes, come on, get it over with. The message me like when they lost 3-0. I let it sit for a day, there you go. Like mind games.
Yeah, I used to love that at school in particular.
To see if you've lost a mobile phone. One of them has been handed in. It was found behind one of the goals. Behind one of the goals, just to let you know. So if you've been behind one of the goals or behind the stand, please.
Can't give any clues of the mobile
phone.
Some nice smells wafting around.
Yeah, I'm supposed to go to a conference in Manchester in November. Get all expenses paid by this housing association partnership. They're getting all free dinners, all this, and I thought it's nice networking for the charity and that, but I thought, is there any game going on the Tuesday night?
Yeah, I always do that now. I'm constantly checking my calendar when people ask me.
The weird thing is, my friend, I'm the chief operating officer, we're footy fans. We're going up to big ground hopping, non-league grounds in Scotland a couple of years ago. We did 5 games in 2 days, 2.5 days, which is hilarious. But we found that Stockport County are playing Tranmere. I've already done Stockport to see Tranmere in the Football League trophy. I thought, it's only going to be a second string. So there's another non-league game. There's Mossley apparently are playing. So it's literally half hour on the train from Manchester, playing City of Liverpool. I'd just like to see a different ground. I love it, particularly non-league. Interesting to see those sort of Northern Premier teams.
Impressed you got the time for him.
I mean, we fit it in the schedule. Instead of we're skipping a posh dinner thing we're doing for us. We thought, do you know what? I'd sooner get a hot dog or a burger than.
Fair enough.
I'm a cheap date. It was like, all this posh fancy doesn't go for me. It's nice on occasions, but we're having a nice meal on the Monday night. I said we'll be going up there with the hosts there and stuff. And then the second night, I thought, let's get going in. It's such a waste when you're up there.
Yeah, fair enough.
We've got a backup plan B if it's flood. We go to Stockport. I know it's nice. I love doing different grounds. If it's football league or non-league.
So far, so good. Yeah, it is.
Need to ask you at some point as well. I must see if you're free when things calm down. I think for both of us, grab a drink. There's a few questions I wanted to ask you about setting up a charity.
Of course. Yeah.
There's beginning of an idea I've got for the thing. Not anything immediate. Like the chair of governance is all consuming at the moment.
So God, I could imagine. That's why I got out of it, to be honest. In the end, I was doing it for about 12 years at least. I've got longer term as something I'd want to look into, just in terms of the initial setup. Yeah, and it's there's 2 options. You can do community interest company.
Yeah, that's what you've done, isn't it?
No, I've got both now. I've got the charity, because I set up the Fearless United. That should be finished by next week, really, but it's such a process. But you access more funding when you're an out-and-out charity, because you're restricted being community interest. Even though you do just the same work, the same ethos, and not-for-profit.
It's a social enterprise.
Yeah, and it's just there's a lot of prejudice for the higher echelons snobbery when you go for the big funding, you know.
Yeah.
So I thought, you know what, we'll do this. And we've been put forward for a high sheriff
As a
award this
reminder,
year
if
as
anyone
well.
has lost their
A
mobile
high
phone,
sheriff award for crime
come up to the
reduction.
main stand.
So
I've been handed a mobile
the
phone.
thing is, I'm not really bothered about it, but you use it to gain more access to funding, and it's all about partnership work anyway.
So please check all
I
your
think with
pockets
us,
to
we
see
kind
if
of
you've
link
got
up
all your
with
bits,
charities and
including the
partners.
mobile phone.
We need a lot of projects, but that's the key to it, is sharing resources, partnerships, and hence why we set up the Fearless United. And we also want to set up a non-league team to gain media attention,
like hashtag.
And a bit like hashtag, but not for profit version.
Yeah.
You
That's a
know,
good idea.
and the name's really good. It worked out. The Fearless United's good. We've got the kit, colour schemes already. Like the young people designed it.
Purple's a winner as well.
Yeah,
Lots of purple kit.
But a bit like we're thinking like Paris Saint-Germain style, purple, black and white. That sort of. The young people, then choose it. And, but I said, whatever happens to Wake, it's got to be Brazil's my favourite kit of all time.
Yellow.
Yeah, even as a kid, it was like.
It's a classic away kit colour as well, isn't it?
And that's nice. That's what annoys me with the Arsenal. Really. I mean, they just haven't got the yellow and blue anymore. I mean, it's an iconic away kit.
What have you got now? Pink is one of them, and black is the other.
It's black, and then we've got the wishy-washy bluey green. And I don't even like our home kit because it's got too much blue in it.
Don't forget that.
It's very white as
have a
well.
mobile phone that's been found. If you've lost your mobile phone, pop up to the stand and we can let you have it back. Check your pockets to see if you've lost your mobile phone. Thank you.
Good afternoon, welcome back to the Dave Bryant Stadium. The players are back out on the pitch. The officials are just ambling back out onto the pitch as well, and we're getting set for the start of the second half. It's Enfield Town 0, Weymouth 0. I'm Michael Lacquier, and the full 45 minutes coverage is soon to begin of the second half. The Enfield Town players just going through a few drills, sprints, limbering up with the cones by the sides of the pitch, which gives me a chance to run through the Enfield lineup. It's 4-string goal, then Payne, Benjamin, Parcell, Alfie Tuck, Dylan Adji Hersey, Ollie Mills, Youngs, Peake, Ottaway and Jake Hutchinson. And the Weymouth team is Will Boose in goal, Leo Hamblin, Charlie Rowan, Jordan Thompson, Keelan O'Connell, Tom Bearish, the captain, Jordan Maguire-Drew, Andreas Robinson, Ewan Pollock, Calvin Brooks and Harry Jones. No substitutes used by either team just yet. The Enfield Town players have now completed their drill. The sun is still out and it's in the eyes of the Weymouth players by the look of it. And Weymouth are making a little raft of substitutions. Brooklyn Genesini is coming on for Weymouth. Harry Jones is being replaced by Josh McQuaid. Well, there's at least those two substitutions. We'll have to wait and see which other ones have been made. So 2 changes at least for Weymouth. I think it's 2 changes for Weymouth. And Sam Youngs is about to get us up and underway for the second half. Youngs kicks off. Tuck spreads it forward towards the right-hand flank. Weymouth clear, up towards halfway. Benjamin steps in. Youngs tidies up, gets a shove in the back for his troubles. And Parcell can chip it forward, back up to Ottaway. However, Keelan O'Connell now plays it forward towards Bearwish on the left for Weymouth, and he tries to slide it in for Pollock. He goes out towards the left, tracked by Benjamin. Pollock now plays it back to O'Connell into the Enfield area. O'Connell shoots, charged down by Parcell, danger not over, lobbed back in towards goal by Pollock, and it's gone over the bar. So a little spell of early pressure there right from kick-off for Weymouth on the left-hand side for them, but no lasting danger has accrued, and it's going to be a goal kick to Enfield Town, which Reece Forster will take. How much have I missed?
7 in the Kahari bag. Kahari bag.
1 minute, 5 past for starters. Yeah, 1 minute.
packet of Cadbury's Heroes. Pink 398.
Forster takes the goal kick up towards halfway on the right. Bearish heads unchallenged. And then the substitute McQuaid feeds it out wide right, and it's hoiked up the pitch by Weymouth.
In the Polo book, Pink 411.
And they can now bring it over halfway. Little dink forward for them. Pollock goes up, appeals for a foul, nothing given. Now Mills can clear for Enfield Town, and he's done well to win a throw inside his own half on the left.
295.
And the ball will be left for Joe Payne to take.
4 people. Pink 385.
Joe Payne, ball in his hand. On the left hand side, 15 yards inside his own half, hurls it into the Weymouth half. Looking for Hutchinson up there, and it'll be another throw into Enfield Town. They've gained about 15 yards. Still on the left hand side, Joe Payne will take, hurls it now up towards the penalty area. Ottaway goes up, but it's going to trickle all the way through and out of play for a goal kick. First couple of minutes, Weymouth now defending into the sun, and it's quite a low sun. What do you think? Do you think that will make any difference? Any challenge for the Weymouth defence and goalkeeper?
I think maybe a long-range shot might be good, worth a try, because there's definitely the sun in his eyes there. So interesting. They've changed. They put Genesini on the wing, I think, right wing. So he scored the third goal against Winchester the other night. So he's a good player. I saw the highlights as well, actually. He's a very pacey winger.
Yeah, it's not a huge surprise, I suppose, to see that Weymouth have made a couple of changes at half-time, because if anyone were going to score, it looked like it was going to be Enfield. Weymouth weren't offering anything going forward, but we'll wait and see what effect that has. Enfield on the front foot again, but it's going to be the ball's gone out of play. It's going to be a throw into Enfield on the left-hand side on halfway. Payne will take, hurls it up towards the edge of the area. Hutchinson will chase, but it's brought under control by Rowan, and then dribbles out of play, and it'll be a throw-in in a dangerous position, this, for Enfield Town. Cheap throw-in to concede. It's only about 5 or 10 yards from the corner flag on the left, and a chance for Payne to put a long one in.
Yeah, I think Weymouth are just getting rid of the ball anywhere they can with no cohesion or passing it out. They're just desperation a lot of times, I think. And there'll be another long throw from Payne coming up.
Yeah, get the impression Weymouth weren't aware of this threat as Payne hurls the ball in towards the 6-yard box. The keeper's up for it. It's half cleared towards the edge of the area. Pollock now brings it under control, tries to bring it forward. Benjamin does really well. Scampered back from his attacking position and stole the ball from Pollock. Forster came a good 30 yards out of his goal to help out, and now has the ball at his feet. Forster looking for a long ball, right-footed, hoiks it all the way up towards Mills. Has kept it in on the left-hand side and hoisted the ball in towards the penalty area, but the referee has blown for a throw-in. So Mills didn't do that well after all. It will be a throw-in to Weymouth in their right-back position, only about 10 yards north of the corner flag. And Genesini had the ball in his hands, but he'll leave it to Brooks. Enfield Town 0, Weymouth 0 in the sunshine. As the ball comes back into play, Youngs now inside the Weymouth half, but he's lost out, and Andreas Robinson can stroke it wide to O'Connell for Weymouth. He gives it back infield to McQuaid. He mistimes that pass a little. It goes up into the air, and Parcell does well to win the header. Adji Hersey battles for it, should be given the throw, but it's referee blindsided, has given it to Weymouth. Weymouth have the throw then, halfway inside the Enfield Town half on the left-hand side. O'Connell will take it. O'Connell plays it short to Pollock, back to O'Connell, linking up with Bearish, down by the corner flag now. O'Connell tries to get the cross into the area. Good strong shout there from Forster, I could hear it from here. He gathers and now clears up towards halfway. Ottaway and Hutchinson will look to make something of this. Ottaway took a little nudge in the back there. Ref waves it on, and Mills will collect for a throw in to Enfield Town on the left hand side. First 6 minutes of the second half. John, anything caught your eye? Anything of note?
To be honest, not really that much. It's been the changes of Weymouth. They're trying to adapt to it, but they still haven't really had a great chance. We're just pressing as we were, bit same as the first half in a way, but hopefully we can build up the momentum again, because I'm sure they're going to throw Ezio Toure on a bit later when we get a bit more tired, feet, legs are heavier, so they're going to inject a little bit more pace, I anticipate, Weymouth, but they're just holding on for dear life, I think, at the moment.
Yeah, and Enfield are scrapping away on the left-hand side by the Weymouth area, but the ball's gone out for a throw to Weymouth, so that little spell. So to remind, no changes for Enfield Town at half-time. Weymouth have made a couple of changes with McQuoid and Genesini coming on. Harry Jones was one of those replaced, and we didn't quite catch who was the other.
Yeah, it was.
And the ball is back in play with Enfield Town.
And what was the other one?
Hopped into the Enfield Town half.
Number 3 went off.
As Youngs now picks it up for Enfield Town. There's a player down, however, and play's going to be stopped. It's an Enfield player who's gone down. It's
Jones.
Down.
Jones went off.
I have to have a look at the numbers. Yeah, I know that one. The other one. Oh, bless you.
So it's going to be it's going to be a drop ball, I think, to Enfield Town, because the ball was still in play at Enfield feet when play was stopped for treatment for the Enfield player. Tuck in deep discussion with the referee about how to orchestrate this uncontested drop ball. And play finally restarts with due ceremony, and it's back with Benjamin and Tuck exchanging passes. Benjamin now, close attention paid by Pollock, but he shrugs him off, gives it to Tuck, who looks to slide the ball forward, but he's been dispossessed. That's a slightly cheap giveaway by Tuck, and now Weymouth have possession, but it's only on halfway. They look to play it forward now, but that's given away, and Tuck picks it up again, making up for his earlier error. Now it's fed forward towards Peak on the left for Enfield Town. Peak trying to feed Mills, and Enfield Town have the throw 15 yards from the corner flag, and it's left to Joe Payne to take, and first chance now. 9 minutes into the second half, first chance for Enfield Town to lob the ball into the Weymouth area and let havoc ensue. Enfield have put both the strikers into the 6-yard box and two more by the penalty spot, one on the edge of the area. As the throw comes in towards the 6-yard box, Ottaway's up there. It's a Weymouth head on it though, and then a second Weymouth head, and then it's with Pollock, and he can't quite bring it under control. It's scrappy on the edge of the area. It's fallen to Sam Youngs. He feeds it out now to Hutchinson, looks to dink it into the area. It's charged down by Weymouth players, and Weymouth will now finally get a chance to clear with Pollock outside his own D, looking for help. He's forced to go backwards to Thompson, to Brooks, and then it's spread across but overhit the pass, and it's gone out to play for an Enfield Town throw just in front of Gavin McPherson and the coaching staff. Mickey Parcell will take the throw on the Enfield Town right. Parcell throws to Adji Hersey, gives it back to Parcell. Little nutmegged pass there into Hutchinson with a neat turn. Hutchinson can't quite get a better off Thompson, though he's a bit of a unit, and it's now sprayed forward. Easy for Payne to head clear, and Mills will head on, and now it's Hutchinson. First time ball laid off to Sam Youngs, and now Adji Hersey on the right, level with the edge of the Weymouth area. Adji Hersey looks to take on his man, beats his man, chips the ball into the area, but it's a Weymouth head on it. It's got a fall to Tuck, and his shot, he didn't quite control it. He skewed his volley wide of the goal, and it's out for a goal kick, but a little spell of pressure there for Enfield Town.
Yeah, it's funny if it's the same sort of, just like the first half really. It's the same things are happening, and we're building up a bit more pressure. They're getting men behind the ball, and I think they've been fortuitous a few of the times clearing, but hopefully their luck will run out. It's just we're edging closer and closer, so hopefully we just get the goal that we deserve.
Yeah, it's Enfield have probably started the brighter in the second half, just with that little spell of pressure. They've got closer to the opposition goal. Weymouth in possession now. They're just by halfway. As the ball's fed forward towards Robinson and then out to Thompson. Bearish stabs it forward, but Parcell does well to get up, and then Sam Young's lovely turn under pressure from two players. He's fed Peak, who's dribbling over halfway. He's beaten 2 players. He's gone down, and the referee's called it up for a foul, and it's going to be yellow cards. Yellow cards to Charlie Rowan, I think, who brought him down. That was lovely play initially from Sam Youngs. Controlled the ball, neat little Cruyff turn, wriggled away from 2 people, fed Peak, and then he burst over halfway, took 3 people to stop him, and in the end they brought him down illegally.
Yeah, I think that injection of pace makes all the difference. Even when you saw the other week with Man United, Tottenham were discussing at half time, it's just injecting pace catches out defenders even more, and especially Weymouth are vulnerable at the back. It's it's a good tactic, but the quicker we move the ball, the more chance we've got of creating a chance.
It's going to be an Enfield Town free kick then for that foul on Peak. It's dead centre, it's dead central. It's just 5 yards outside the centre circle. Mills chips it into the penalty area. It's headed out. Tuck picks it up, gives it to Aji Hersey on the right. He manages to get clear of his man. It's going to be picked up again by Mills. Edge of the area, shoots from range, just over the bar. Harley Mills there, his left foot, probably 25 yards out. Central shot, and it skimmed over the bar.
Yeah, it was worth a shot. It did skim over the bar, but if you don't shoot, you can't score. And sometimes you might get a rebound, and it's worth pursuing. A few of our chances have come from long range today as well, and if it's creating a bit of havoc. And Weymouth just desperately to try and clear the ball. I think as we're saying, Greenwood is going to come on. I think for Weymouth for Maguire, yeah. So it's a bit of change here now while the ball's out of play, and it's a goal kick for Weymouth.
So substitution for him for Weymouth. Ben Greenwood on for Jordan Maguire-Drew. Enfield Town fans in good voice behind the Hertfordshire Zoo end. Play just restarting now with a goal kick from Boos, and inevitably it's an Enfield Town head on it, but it's going to go out for a Weymouth throw on their right hand flank. About halfway inside the Enfield Town half. Crowd in excellent voice. Genesini, the substitute, will take the throw. It's a bit short, but nothing comes of it for Weymouth, and they're back on halfway. Ottaway now will pick it up for Enfield Town just inside the Weymouth half. He's got waiting for support to arrive, waiting for the cavalry to join him. And Enfield Town have won a throw on the left. It's about halfway inside the Weymouth half. Ball's given back to Payne, and he makes that hand signal. He wants people in the area. Ottaway and Hutchinson are there. Benjamin's joining, as is Parcell. Peak and Young's outside the area. What can Payne do with this? Aji Hersey is the lone man back as Payne looping throw into the area. Benjamin went up, but Weymouth clear, and it will be Aji Hersey to pick up the scraps. Now gives it back to Payne. Chips it back into the area. It's a Weymouth head on it though. And then a Weymouth boot on it. Knocked back into the Weymouth half. But now it's something for Bearwish to chase for Weymouth, but to no avail. It's going to be a throw into Enfield Town. And it's a bumper crowd at Enfield Town today for Family Day. Over 1,000 in attendance, 1,027. Really good turnout, and the noisiest elements of them are congregated behind Will Boos's Weymouth goal. As Peak now picks up the ball, runs towards the Weymouth area, beats 2 players, but then is finally blocked. Weymouth look to play their way out of trouble. It's O'Connell for them, plays it forward towards Pollock. He's under pressure from Benjamin, tumbling by Benjamin. The ball is lobbed forward towards the Weymouth forwards, but it's easy for Forster, and he can bowl it straight out to Parcell. And that pretty much sums up the Weymouth attacks. There's not much tooth to the Weymouth attacks. They lob the ball forward, and Forster collects.
Yeah, it's a predictable pattern of play throughout the first half and second half now. We're playing it out slowly, we don't have a rush, but I think we're more of a threat when we get it out quicker. But to be honest, it's patient build-up, there's nothing wrong with that. Different phase of play, given the ball away there by Benjamin, as I said that, but retrieved again by Parcell.
And it will be an Enfield ball. I think the referee, I can't see if he signalled a throw-in or a free kick, but either way, Parcell's on the ground, gingerly picking himself up. And it will be a free kick indeed for the transgression upon him. Parcell himself will take just inside halfway. He's actually leaving it to Benjamin. Enfield Town players scattering themselves in the Weymouth half. The free kick is given short, and now Parcell lobs it forward towards Ottaway. Goes above his head, and Weymouth can bring it forward. It's with Bearish on halfway. Bearish finds O'Connell. O'Connell on the left, breaking forward. Now it's with Greenwood, the substitute. He rolls the ball into the Enfield area, but Payne was there to clear, and now nice step over from Youngs. Feeds Ottaway in halfway, holds it up, beats 3 people, does really well Ottaway, keeps it in and feeds it back to Reece Forster. Really good hold-up play there from Harry Ottaway. Now it's played forward by Forster. Youngs is beaten in the air, and Ottaway still sitting deep, collects it, gives it to Parcell, swatch passes with Tuck, back with Benjamin. Enfield Town 0, Weymouth 0. 17 minutes into the second half. Enfield Town in possession. They've been the better team, they've had more possession, they've had more chances, but they've nothing yet to show for it. And the longer it goes on, there's always still a nagging worry, what if something goes wrong at the other end? And would like to see Enfield Town convert this dominance into a goal. It's back with Boos in the Weymouth goal. He lobs it up the pitch, and it's something for Weymouth to chase, and Payne's brought his man down. That's going to be a foul, that's going to be a yellow card, and I think Payne brought his man down before any further danger could accrue there. So yellow card for Joe Payne.
Yeah, it's definitely yellow, nothing more than that, because they had players covering as well. But it's a free kick, and it's one of the few opportunities that Weymouth get. Hopefully they will not be able to convert, but they're going to make us another substitution. And it's Christy Ward was going to come on, and we don't know who's going to come off yet. They haven't announced it.
For Weymouth, number 10, Christy Ward is coming up.
So the Weymouth substitution looks like O'Connell coming off for them.
For number 7.
And meanwhile, Weymouth number 10 will jog towards the area, but a moment of danger here. Weymouth have a free kick just outside the right-hand corner of the Enfield Town area. It's 2 men in the wall. It's not really a position for might be a position for a shot, but you'd expect a cross. Weymouth have packed the area around a penalty spot. That's where the bodies are congregated. In comes the delivery. It is a shot, and it's saved comfortably enough by Reece Forster, despite yet again the shrieks of alarm from the Enfield Town followers.
Do you know what
Just now, yeah.
you told me before? 14 minutes, wouldn't it?
So it's going to be a throw into Enfield Town. Mickey Parcell to take. Parcell gives it back to Benjamin. Forster lobs it up towards halfway. Ottaway now picks it up on halfway, holds off his man as he does, as is his wont. Adji Hersey tries to skip past 2 people. He's slightly sandwiched, and he's won a throw for his efforts. Parcell will take the throw on halfway on the right hand side. Stops to have a little chat with the 4th official.
2 subs for us now.
Yeah.
As Enfield Town, the pause is because a couple of substitutions. Reece Beckles-Richards and Billy Leonard are incoming.
Reece Beckles-Richards is coming up.
And we wait to see who's coming off. Peake looks like he's trudging towards the bench, but I'm not sure if that's just for instruction and refreshment or for something more permanent. Incoming anyway are Beckles-Richards and Billy Leonard. So as is Gavin McPherson's want, it's a substitution or a double substitution with an attacking bent. Harry Ottaway's coming off. He's put in a good old shift. He's held up the ball well, he's dropped deep, done the unglamorous stuff, got his hands dirty, and he's getting a generous round for his efforts. So it'll be Ottaway off and Beckles-Richards on. And the other substitute is indeed Lennon Peake. Lennon Peake's also had a good game, I think. He's picked the ball up in deep areas and run with it. And he's caused problems for the Weymouth players. If you think, what does an opposition not like? Today I think they'd not like Lennon Peake running at them. And Billy Leonard, you'd assume, will do more of the same.
Another shout out there for the Towners. I think due to their midweek match against Winchester, they made a few changes. That's why the substitutions, a few tiring legs there for Weymouth playing midweek, and it's good that we've actually done some subs now. They've run their heart out for us, the players that came off, and it's like for like, and hopefully we can inject some more pace and wear them out at the back now.
It'd be interesting to see what sort of role Beckles-Richards played, because Ottaway was very much the big man holding the ball up. I'm not sure if that's necessarily Beckles-Richards' strength. We'll wait to see that as the ball goes up and Benjamin does well to win a high header. And that's Christy Ward for Weymouth winning a free kick for them. Slightly soft free kick, and a yellow card's given to Sam Youngs. Well, that's I raised an eyebrow in surprise at that one. Yellow card for you, John?
Definitely not. That's my first moan of the day, actually. It's taken about 60 minutes nearly, was it? Roughly. So, I don't know. It wasn't even that obvious a foul, but never let alone a yellow card. It's very harsh there.
Yeah, we've played 67 minutes, and it's free kick and a yellow card to Sam Youngs. Free kick to Weymouth, 15 yards inside the Enfield Town half. It's swung in by Greenwood into the area. It's too deep for everyone. Calvin Brooks is chasing to keep it in play, but to no avail. It's gone out for a goal kick. So, Enfield Town 0, Weymouth 0, 67 minutes. Goal kick, which Forster will take. The shadows are creeping onto the pitch now. They're just starting to overtake the Enfield Town area, so it's a low sun. The shadows are lengthening, and looking at Will Booson, the Weymouth goal, he's shielding his eyes from the sunlight. So, as I said at half time, I wonder if that might play into Enfield Town's hands, having Weymouth playing into the sun. Beckles-Richards has taken up a position furthest forward for Enfield Town as the goal kick is taken by Forster, and now the ball is swung towards Beckles-Richards over his head, picked up now by Leonard. His first involvement, gives it back to Parcell, front foot, tries to play in Mills, first time dink towards Hutchinson, but Charlie Rowan is there first for Weymouth. Now Hutchinson picks it up again, lays it back to Tuck. All the time in the world for Tuck. He looks a player who's got good touch. It's fed out to the right now, and Adji Hersey back to Parcell. Tuck calls for it, but Parcell plays safer and gives it to Benjamin. Under pressure, he gives it wide right to Parcell on halfway. He nips inside his man, gives a good ball to Beckles-Richards. First time ball. Adji Hersey leaves it for Parcell. It's shoved out, and Adji Hersey tries to pick it up again, but Robinson does well for Weymouth and clears up towards halfway, and Pollock can't keep it in. He takes a tumble in front of his bench. He's fine, and Enfield Town have a throw in. Weymouth a little tighter at the back, I think. Second half, they're not giving Enfield Town half as much space as they were first half, and maybe that's, with that in mind, Peake might have been withdrawn and Leonard introduced. Leonard's taking up a central position here in midfield as Youngs gives it back towards Tuck, who's impressed today. Tuck gives it left to Joe Payne, the left of the back three. He plays it forward to Mills. First time dink forward by him, cleared by Weymouth. Payne heads skywards, and Mills can't keep it in. It's a throw to Weymouth just inside their own half on the right. Played back towards the substitute McCoyd, and the ball's gone out now for an Enfield Town throw, which Payne will take wide on the left on halfway. Payne throws it forwards. Hutchinson's done well to win a throw. He wasn't quite sure how he did it, but he's won a throw. And Enfield Town have a throw halfway inside the Weymouth half, and Parcell's taken that as his cue to trot forward into the area. Benjamin has as well, so it's going to be a long one from Joe Payne. And Enfield Town haven't really created as much second half as they had first, so this might be a good route to goal. A Joe Payne long throw on the left edge of the area into the 6-yard box. Rowan gets a head on it. It's gone out wide. Payne, though, attempts to cross it back in first time. It's charged down.
Well done.
Brought down now by Mills, I think, and he curls it to the edge of the area. Parcell tries to take it on his chest. Weymouth just about clear it. Tuck will collect on halfway. Tuck, left-footed, sprays the ball wide, looking forward to Mills, but it's over his head. Good vision from Tuck, but Mills has just strayed infield a bit. And another short spell of Enfield Town possession comes to an end. And it looks like another substitution is being prepared. It is indeed Ezio Toure for Weymouth coming on, the number 14. Looks like he's replacing Ewan Pollock.
Ezio Toure coming on for Ewan Pollock.
Toure on a little run of goal-scoring form. 2 goals in his last 2 games, both in the FA Cup. So he'll be one for Enfield Town to keep an eye on. after 25 minutes of the second half. So 20 minutes to go. Enfield Town will now have a throw inside their own half on the left. Still Enfield Town 0, Weymouth 0, but it's a more even game in this second half.
Yeah, it's no real clear-cut chances this second half either, which is a bit worrying. They seem to be winning most of the headers at the back, Weymouth, and desperately clearing it. And we haven't really, there hasn't been a great chance so far, anyway.
Yeah, Charlie Rowan, the number 4, has been in good form at the back for Weymouth. He's won most that's been launched at him in the air. Tuck now, left-footed, chance to play it forward, looking to spray the ball forward. He's got good vision, Tuck, but Weymouth have cleared up towards halfway, and Tuck's been beaten to the 50-50 by Andreas Robinson. He's spreading forward. Bearish plays it forward. It's into the Enfield Town area, and slight breakdown in communication, but the ball is eventually cleared. Forster came out. Benjamin got a foot on it. Forster didn't want to gather for fear of a back pass, and in the end, covering defender managed to clear it up towards halfway. Weymouth is starting to show a little bit more there going forward. It's certainly a more even second half, and whereas in the first half there didn't really seem to be much danger posed by Weymouth, they're now getting into the area. Once or twice they've got in and around the area. There's Greenwood for them.
Yeah, I think we've allowed them to get back into the game. Enfield have allowed them, and they're getting into it, as well as, like I said, the big threats, Toure up front as well. Genesini's going to be trying to receive a few balls, I expect, as we see now. Actually, probably going to get it. Yep, as expected. That's their threats they've got. They've got a bit of pace now up front as well. So it's a bit of a danger and a bit of concern, unless we've got to step up and get the momentum going our way again.
Yeah, it's certainly not one-way traffic as it was in the first half, or certainly not Enfield on the front foot for most part as it was in the first half. Tuck's picked up the ball in front of his own D, and he's given it back to Parcell. Parcell's chipped the ball up the line towards Beckles-Richards. He chests it down well to Youngs. Lovely turn from Youngs, infield. Under pressure, he's gone down, he's won the free kick from Toure. Right on halfway, it was a nice little jinking turn there. Good play around, actually. Good chest from Beckles-Richards as well to find Youngs. Parcell. Youngs looks like he's playing with a lot of confidence today. Mills and Payne have combined on the left. It's back with Payne inside his own half. Gives it back to Benjamin for Enfield Town. Just south of the D. Back now with Payne again. Looking for Mills again. Little flick into the path of Billy Leonard. It's played forward, but Calvin Brooks can clear for Weymouth up towards halfway, and it's a throw into Enfield Town. Can Enfield have a spell of possession this time? The throw will be taken by Payne. And Parcell's thinking about edging forward towards the box, and now he's changed his mind. The throw-in's headed thrown towards the corner of the area, but Weymouth have cleared, and Benjamin will gather just inside his own half. Another substitution being readied by Enfield Town. It's Jack Smith shaking a leg, and it's Sam Youngs whose number is up. The ball is back with Reece Forster. It's still in place, so no substitution as yet. It's lofted up towards Aji Hersey, who's won his header, and now it's Hutchinson inside on the right. Oh, he's pulled the ball back just behind Beckles-Richards. There was an opportunity there, but he did well to get the cross in, but Beckles-Richards had darted forward, and Hutchinson played the ball back. The ball is now crossed back into the area towards Hutchinson. It's going to fall to Beckles-Richards with a shot. He scores! Beckles-Richards scores for Enfield Town. Reece Beckles-Richards. Half an hour into the second half. Reece Beckles-Richards, a substitute, gives Enfield Town the lead.
Oh my God, that's such relief. Great finish with his right foot there in the middle of the box. Curled it to the right side of the post, just inside. Great finish by Beckles-Richards. Great finish, and overall we have deserved it.
Who passed? The cross came in from the left. I think it was half cleared by a Weymouth player inside the area. Yeah, it was a clearance, a poor clearance from the Weymouth player. It fell to Beckles-Richards about level with the penalty spot. I'd say about 18 yards out, slightly to the left. He had time to take a touch. No one really closed him down. He got it onto his right foot and fired the ball to Boose's left-hand corner. There was no stopping that. It was a really firm shot. It was into the corner of the net, and now the game changes. 20 minutes to go. Enfield Town have made a substitution. Youngs is off, Smith is on, but it's another of the substitutes, Rhys Beckles-Richards, who's scored the all-important goal.
1,027.
Oh, yes, 71.
75, Andy.
Yeah.
74.59.
Yeah.
74.59. So the golden goal, 74 minutes. 74 minutes.
Beckles-Richards' first goal of the season. That he's made 9 appearances so far this season. 9 goals last season, but that's his first of this season. Enfield Town in possession again on halfway. Parcell heads forward. Leonard battles through it. Weymouth clearing. Weymouth now. The game might open up. Weymouth have to score now. It's no good for them to sit back and soak up pressure. They need something. They might commit men forward. This could be a pretty exciting final 15 or so, final 20 minutes. Forster has the ball in his hands for Enfield Town. Clears high into the afternoon sky. Billy Leonard's underneath it. Adji Hersey jumps, gets ahead on it, and is clattered into it. Enfield Town have a free kick, and this is what they want. Weymouth will want to win the ball, then they'll want to get up the pitch, but it's an Enfield Town free kick. 15 yards inside the Weymouth half. It's been an even second half, but on balance of the full game's play, this has been well deserved by Enfield Town. And 75 minutes in, Enfield Town have the lead. 78 minutes in now. The free kick's taken by Mills deep into the penalty area. Benjamin's picked it up. Ball's chipped back in towards the area. It's deep. Oh, just over the bar. Into the side netting. I think it was Smith who, right-footed, chipped the ball back in. I suspect he was intending that as a cross, but it looped up and almost caught out the goalkeeper.
Yeah, I mean, it's given us a lot of confidence getting that goal, and Weymouth are opening up as they have to go for it, otherwise it's a big 6-pointer loss for them in a way. And yeah, they're definitely going to go for an attack, and I think we can counter-attack and get a second goal at this stage, but who knows.
Yeah, the wild clearance there from Payne. I think he only really needed to tap the ball out for a throw in. He's tried to put his foot through it and he came down with snow on it. It's gone out for a corner. And this is not really what Enfield Town wanted. They wanted to keep the ball up the other end. Weymouth will be desperate for a goal now. They do not want to lose this game against a team in the relegation zone, but they've got a corner on their right. And they've packed the penalty area with bodies. Corner comes in now into the heart of the penalty area. Weymouth head on it. Parcell battles for the second ball just outside the area. He goes down and the referee's given a goal kick. Too much pressure from Jordan Thompson, I think. So it's Enfield Town 1, Weymouth 0. Another 12 goals for Enfield and they'll move up a spot in the division, but I think they'll just settle for the one today because it would give them the vital 3 points they need. Forster will take the goal kick. His penalty area now, it was certainly 6-yard box completely covered in shadow. Half his penalty area is as well. Forster's goal kick goes over halfway. Hutchinson rises, but it's Thompson who gets ahead in it for Weymouth. Bearish can't quite keep it under control. Adji Hersey now manages to flick it into the path of Hutchinson, right of the area, tries to dink it infield to Adji Hersey in the area. Adji Hersey goes down inside the area and a free kick's given the other way. I can understand Adji Hersey not winning the free kick. I don't quite understand for what the free kick was given.
Bloody goodness.
It was given against him.
Done it again, coming from
Never mind.
Jammy. I can't say the word.
Weymouth will restart proceedings and
Every damn week.
it's Calvin Brooks bringing it forward for them. It's back with Josh McQuaid. The scorelines filter in from across the country. Jordan Thompson now in possession. Weymouth still having possession at the back, but that's no good for them. They're chasing this game. They need to get the ball forwards. And Enfield Town won't particularly mind if it leaves gaps at the back. Thompson on the left for Weymouth, inside his own half, just coming up to halfway, brings the ball over halfway. Unchallenged, he's striding forward. He's gone all the way forward towards Greenwood on the left. Down by the corner flag now. Adji Hersey's held him up well. He's gone back towards Thompson, who is a defender, so he's forced backwards. Christie gives it to McQuoid. McQuoid goes wide right to Brooks. Now's the chance in field. Brooks is cutting in field. Here's a chance for Bearish. It's cleared. And it comes loose again. Another shot. And it's deflected wide for a corner. 2 shots there for Weymouth. 2 blocks for Enfield Town. Weymouth turning up the pressure. It's a corner for them.
Yep, that's 2 best chances they had the whole match. And this game looks as though it's going to be a goal one way or another. I think it's going to be either 2-0 or 1-1 at this rate. Hopefully not, but as the free kicks, corners coming in.
In comes the corner, headers in, just wide. Goodness me, it was Christie Ward with the header. Just the header flashed wide, a corner from the right. And the header from about 6 yards, 8 yards was flashed wide off Forster's right-hand post. Christie Ward just went wide of the post. Joe Payne's down inside the 6-yard box for Enfield Town. He's picked himself up now, a heavy limp on. Very heavy limp on. He's soldiering on manfully, and the referee's showing very little concern. Forster will just get on with the game, I guess. We're approaching the final 7 minutes now. Forster's goal kick up towards halfway. Adji Hersey rises, does well. Hutchinson gets ahead in it, but it's back with Weymouth. They clear up over halfway. Parcell goes up and Benjamin just puts his foot through that, clears it. Now it's suddenly something for Hutchinson to chase. It's an awkward spot for him. It's bouncing. Hutchinson gives chase. It's cleared by Calvin Brooks up towards halfway. Now Toure holds it up back to goal inside the centre circle. Gives it back to Thompson for Weymouth. Thompson finds Robinson on his right foot. Gives it infield to McQuoid, pulling the strings deep in the Weymouth half. Now Bearish for Weymouth. McQuoid. Bearish again, brought down. Free kick given to Weymouth. No complaints about that one. The Weymouth free kick taken quickly. It's with Thompson just outside the centre circle. Now plays it forwards.
Sorry, mate, you didn't see much of that. 2 shots off the line.
Now it goes back to Bearish for Weymouth inside his own, inside the Enfield half. Here's Robinson. Now Ward. Weymouth on the edge of the D now. Attempted shot, it's half cleared. Here's a chance for Toure, still loose. Shouts for handball. Referee's not having it. Forster gathers. Weymouth fans unhappy with the decision behind Forster's goal. Enfield Town fans jubilant and scathing in equal measure. Forster will take his time, bouncing the ball, and another minute ticks by. What did you make of the handball shout, John?
I don't think it was a penalty, without even being biased there. But the pressure, they have had the best purple patch the whole game, actually. And when they flashed past that post earlier, I think my whole life flashed past me at the same time. So hopefully we can hang on to this and get what we really deserve overall. But who knows? Football is definitely a funny old game, as they say.
Yeah, it's going to be a tense last 6 minutes or so. There's a dispute on this near side over whether it's which way the throw-in's gone. It's gone Enfield Town's way. Parcell in no particular rush to take it, nor should he be. He's got a ball in his hands now on the right, 5 yards inside the Weymouth half. Parcell throws up the line towards Adji Hersey. He looks to flick it on, but Weymouth can pick it up again with McQuoid, the substitute for them. Right-footed, he clears up the line. Parcell will win the header. Robinson heads it forward for Weymouth. McQuoid picks it up with a little burst of energy to bring it over halfway, but Parcell puts a foot in. Proper 50-50 stuff there, good, honest, mano-a-mano challenging. It's back with Rowan at the back for Weymouth. Plays it out wide to the right on halfway. Brooks gives it back to Rowan. Comes out to this side, but that's just over hit for Thompson. He's kept it in play. Thompson stood up by Adji Hersey, and the ball has actually gone out of play. Weymouth management staff are quite entertainingly protesting their case, but it's not going down well with the referee, who's waiting for them to fully articulate their argument, and then is going to give a yellow card for it. So one of the Weymouth coaching staff, at least, is going to get a yellow card. He's had plenty to say for himself, and he's now shown the yellow card, and that elicits a massive cheer from the Enfield Town faithful. It's difficult to see, frankly, whether or not the ball went out of play, but it certainly ruffled his feathers, didn't it?
Yeah, it was actually a relief because they were having a bit of a counter-attack there, so I'm glad it did go over.
Ball's back in play. Parcell hooks it up into the air. Tuck's beaten in the air. Smith gets a head on it. Leonard leans possibly with his elbow. Either way, it's a free kick to Weymouth for that challenge. It was a slightly rash challenge to make. No real need to be that aggressive in the challenge on halfway. Boost has come all the way up to halfway for Weymouth to launch the ball forward, and it's falling clear towards Ward, but Forster's dropped on top of it, and it's another attack snuffed out by Enfield Town, and Forster, relieved man, can pick himself up, pick the ball up, bounce it a couple of times and let another minute tick by. It's 87 minutes on the clock now. Forster drops the ball and kicks it long over halfway. Beckles-Richards will challenge for it, staring into the sun. He's beaten in the air though, and it's back with Brooklyn Genesini for Weymouth. McCoy gives it back to Rowan, out wider to Thompson on the left. He steps forward towards halfway, brings it over halfway unopposed. Now finds Greenwood on the left. He feeds it forward towards Ward, left hand side of the area, and his attempted cross comes off Parcell. It's going to be another corner, no doubt about it. This is Weymouth's spell of possession now as they press for an equaliser. Dangerous moments. A corner for Weymouth.
Yep, very stressful, and it's taken eternity to get over this game. We're inviting them. We're not holding on to the ball at all, so it's inviting them in to tackle every single opportunity.
Genesini to take the corner. It's deep from the left-hand side. It's headed clear, an attempted shot. High foot, I thought. Enfield Town player's gone down holding his head. The ball has been cleared towards halfway for Weymouth, and now the referee stops. I think it's Harley Mills has gone down holding his head. There was an attempted kind of hooked volley by a Weymouth player at quite over his shoulder at a high level, so that seems to have caught Mills somewhere on the upper body, and he's gone crumpled down. I think he's fine. He's picking himself up. The ball was at the feet of Will Boose on halfway, or in the centre circle at least. So when play does restart, it will be a drop ball to Weymouth. Gavin McPherson's seen enough of this increasingly incessant Weymouth pressure, and he's going to call in reserves. It's Judge Nembard readying himself. He'll strengthen the defence. He'll help against the long ball barrage. It'll be an uncontested drop ball before the substitution is taken. On halfway, the ball will be dropped for Weymouth. Josh McCoy. He gives it back to Boose. And we are minutes away from the curious phenomenon of both Enfield Town home wins this season coming against the same goalkeeper. Well, the ball is only half cleared by Enfield Town. It's Weymouth possession outside the Enfield Town penalty area. McCoy feeds Genesini. Genesini is forced backwards. Good shape from Enfield Town in defence. But Boose is all the way out by the centre circle. It's now swung in towards the Enfield Town area. Headed clear, Leonard slips and he can't pick it up. Genesini will pick it up. It'll go back with McCoy, and back it will come again against Enfield. Genesini unopposed on the right. He'll launch the ball now deep into the Enfield Town area. Forster rises, drops it, catches it. No, he still dropped it at the second attempt. And eventually it's cleared by Hutchinson up towards halfway. Ooh, nervous moments there. Forster came, dropped it, seemed to have it the second time, dropped it again. But Beckles-Richards has done well to win a throw for Enfield Town. He doesn't have to rush this, but they do rush at Enfield, and it's given to Billy Leonard. And there is a chance now for Enfield to counter-attack. It's Leonard dribbling in field, feeding Mills. Back out to Smith on the left for Enfield. Smith is having a run made for him. And there's a shot from Smith, and it's straight down the throat of Will Boose. Smith broke into the penalty area. Low right foot shot straight at Boose. Boose wasted no time, clears up towards the Enfield half. It's picked up by Christy Ward. Ward inside the Enfield half, gives it out to Genesini on the right. He's forced to go backwards. It's Calvin Brooks. Wide right now for Weymouth. Going back to Brooks, now switches it. And it's with Andreas Robinson for Weymouth in the centre for them. Now Ward. Weymouth just having possession in the middle third, looking for a way into the final third, and they might have it now. Wide on the right, Ward. Chance to stand the ball up into the area. There's a header from Toure, just wide of goal. Just wide of goal from Toure. It's gone out for a goal kick. And John, you've aged about a year in the last couple of minutes. What did you make of that?
I don't know, it was about 2 years, I think it was that bad. They've had the best opportunities in the second half for sure, and they've probably been edging it as a better team in the second half, even though overall we probably do deserve the 1-0. I don't know. We defended well as we can, but they've had a few near misses, and hopefully we can just hang on and hold on to this. It's to be a massive 3 points for us.
It will indeed. The substitution seen Hutchinson off and Nembard on, and it's the first time I can remember Gavin McPherson making a defensive substitution, but it's absolutely the right move. Haven't yet seen the board for added time, but we are into it already. Players restarted. Weymouth looking to force headers towards the Enfield Town area, but a Town player's gone down, and Enfield Town have a free kick 10-15 yards inside their own half, and there was no rush with this. Harley Mills went down, and Enfield Town players very slowly ambling forwards. No board was raised to indicate how much added time was to be played, but we are into the 3rd minute of it. Forster will take this free kick. Everyone is in front of him. Forster plays it long up towards the right flank, but it's out of play. Did he need to put it straight out of play? It's going to be a throw-in to Weymouth in their right back position, level with the edge of their own penalty area. So it's not a dangerous position, but the ball is back with Weymouth again. Genesini will take the throw. It's given back to Boos, and now it's played forward to Robinson. He tries to nudge it forward up towards halfway. It's back with Robinson again. Plays it forward towards Toure. High foot from him, but it's freed up. Greenwood on the left. Greenwood's cross fired in towards the back post, but it's too far for his teammates arriving. And a wild swing there from Mills, I think, and a free kick's been given against Enfield Town. It was an attempted clearance that completely missed the ball. Just caught the man, and in a really dangerous position wide on the right, about 20 yards from the corner flag. Weymouth have a chance to swing the ball into the area. This could be the final, certainly one of the final attacks for Weymouth as they desperately try to get this equaliser. It's Enfield Town 1, Weymouth 0, deep into added time. Genesini standing over the free kick. He's right-footed. Weymouth have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bodies inside the penalty area and 1 at the edge of the area. Enfield Town have 2 men in the wall and everyone else back in the penalty area. The referee just sorting out a few differences of opinion as the players jostle for position. Genesini chips the ball into the area, but it's easy for Adji Hersey to get a head on, and then headed clear by Leonard. And can he get onto his own clearance? Boos has come into the opposition half to collect that. And Mills' clearance isn't great, and it's back with Weymouth. Toure now outside the edge of the area. Now Bearwish spreads it wide. Chance now for Weymouth on the right. Given back to Greenwood. He gives it out to Genesini. Chance for Weymouth to play the ball into the area on the right. Here comes the low-driven cross. It's half cleared. It's going to come back out to Weymouth shirt though. It's Josh McCoy on the left for Weymouth. Left wing position, edging up towards the penalty area. He's got support. Now it's played sideways back to the right. Genesini with a chance to chip the ball into the air. It's deep towards the back post. Chance for a shot, and it's cleared by Parcell. Goodness me, there was a stabbed effort. Blocked initially by Parcell and then cleared up towards halfway. McCoy takes the throw in quickly for Weymouth. Gets the ball back. He's wide on the left for Weymouth. It's Greenwood just inside the Enfield Town half. Chips the ball in towards the penalty area. And Weymouth head on it, and it's allowed to drift clear, and it's offside. And Enfield Town have a free kick as we're into the 6th minute of added time. Play continues, but it's a free kick for Enfield Town. There'll be an absolutely no rush to take it. It's Enfield Town 1, Weymouth 0. No exaggeration to say Enfield Town now clinging on. It's been all Weymouth these last 10 minutes, as you'd expect. But Enfield Town have the goal kick, roared on by the fans. Players congregate by halfway. Forster now takes the free kick up towards our halfway. All eyes on the referee. Play continues, however. Leonard's beaten in the air. Flicked header from Weymouth. Torre goes up. And Smith hooks it upwards into the Weymouth half. It's a bouncing ball. This is where Enfield want the ball. It's played back towards Boos inside his own area. Still the referee plays on. Now the referee blows his whistle and Enfield Town have won. It's Enfield Town 1, Weymouth 0. It's a vital victory for Enfield. Rhys Beckles-Richards got the goal after 75 minutes. A fierce shot, low into the goalkeeper's left-hand corner from inside the penalty area. It was enough. Enfield deserved it on the balance of play in the first half. The second half was a lot more even. Weymouth banged and banged away at the door in the final 10 or 15 minutes, but Enfield Town hung on. John, your final thoughts?
Wow, that was, I think, aged 3 years in the end there. It was, the added time never seemed to end. I was beginning to think it was Sunday rather than Saturday. It was that bad. But credit for Weymouth for really, stepping up towards the end. They had the best chances towards the end of the half. But overall, I think we edged it. We were the better team. But it was really stressful at the end.
I think you speak for all Enfield Town supporters when you say that, John. So, a vital 3 points. It won't move Enfield Town out of the relegation zone just yet, but it does move Enfield Town to 9 points. Still in 21st, but level on points with 20th. It's a vital win for Enfield Town. Their next fixture is away to Farnborough, who sat at the start of play in 8th position. That's next Saturday, 12th of October at 3:00pm. That's away. The next home game is at home to Averley on Saturday, the 19th of October. 3:00 kickoff. Averley, the start of play, sitting in 22nd position. So it's another one of those crunch clashes for Enfield Town. But for now, it's a very happy Dave Bryant Stadium. The players are saluting the fans are saluting the players back, and that's because we leave you with the final score of Enfield Town 1, Weymouth 0.